Destiny 2 first came out, and all of the Festival of the Lost loot was tied to microtransactions.
Okay.
This is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you let Tess Holiday. It's kind of what happens when you let Tess Holiday consult on the direction of your DLC. She's like, "What? Make it all make it all payable, Guardian." And it's like, no, I don't.
Heck of a
I
day.
don't want to do that. No.
Make it all payable,
Yeah, like
Guardian.
Tess, no, I don't want to buy armor. Why don't no? So,
Buy it.
free
Come
of
on.
the cost associated with everything, you can do Festival of the Lost. And I hear there's a whole new haunted forest for us to run through and get stuff. New sparrows,
Ooh.
new armors.
I'm down for that.
You know, last year,
Oh, that was just exciting.
I unlocked
Greatness.
an auto rifle called the Horror Story. It was actually pretty good.
Oh.
Eververse
Good name.
is
So there's
at your
definitely a chance
service.
for you to get some good stuff, man. Y'all ready to talk to Eva Levante and
I'm excited.
see what's going
yeah.
down with all this?
Yes.
Let me
holiday-
see. Yeah, let me see if I can join you guys in the game.
Okay.
You do that. You do that. I'm just gonna look around this menu here. There's so much stuff in the shop.
Oh.
I feel like
Yeah, there's a
I
lot
have
of
to go
stuff
back
on
and
the
see.
it's
tower.
really legit too. Like I would have no problem buying some of this stuff. But I noticed some of the stuff is all some of the stuff that's in here for silver. You can also get it for bright dust.
Mhm.
So they kind of yeah,
Oh,
they
nice.
thought ahead in that regard. I think yeah. So you can either skip the grind, I suppose, by spending silver, or you could just buy it with some bright dust.
If you're so
If you're
inclined.
so inclined. If. It's a big if. I know it's a big
Okay.
if.
I'll
Anyway,
keep that in mind.
there's an Omnighoul mask in
Okay.
the... There's an Omnighoul mask. I can't deal with it.
Okay, I'm trying to join
I
up
wonder
now.
if the masks...
I'm
Oh,
flying
okay.
in.
Nice. Are
Yes.
I wonder if the masks are literal helmets like they were before, or are they just ornaments for your mask? What do you think?
I don't know. Good question. We're gonna find out
Can I
today.
take my masks from last
Yes.
year and just wear them?
It'd be cool.
No, I cannot.
They're probably depreciated.
Appreciate. I mean, I still have them in my inventory, but if I equip it, they have like
That's
no
good.
light, so I'll lose like 100.
Yeah.
I'll lose like 100 levels just putting.
Oh
them on.
wow, that weak.
Yeah, because the masks last year, or the masks in the last festival, they had no power level on them. So it's basically like putting on a piece of gear with 0 power or 0 light. Yeah, it's not pretty, actually.
Yeah.
Tried it
Okay.
once.
No.
What did you do? And why did you do it?
Uh-oh.
What have you done? You
Nothing.
fell off the tower, didn't you? How did you do
No.
that?
I didn't fall off
Totally
the
fell
tower.
off the tower. Did she fall off? What do you think, Brent? What do you think,
No, I
Brandon? Did she
didn't.
fall off the tower?
Oh no. Trust me, she didn't
I'm
fall
telling
off
you,
the tower.
man. As soon as you hear no, it's like, yep. I see the sign, Wile E. Coyote. It's
How
still
do you
suspended in
know?
midair. Right? The gulp sign that you always put up right before you fall. We're on to you.
Yeah. Before gravity hits you.
This is really funny. These new dances are really funny. I may have to get down on this.
Oh, you're at
Okay.
Eververse?
Yeah, I'm just
Eververse?
looking in the Eververse. There's all sorts of cool little transmat thingies. And ghost. There's a pumpkin ghost projection. Like, I like this.
Oh my god, look at the broom.
I want some extra finishers, man.
Oh yeah, I see the broom. Yeah.
Wait, you see the broom?
Wow, an advertisement. For the broom,
Oh no.
I think it was like
Yeah.
a guardian.
I
Or a
see, I
broom.
see it. I didn't
Like a
notice
witch.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it. It's called the Broom Swept Night.
My bad.
Oh my god,
hysterical.
look, broom swept night.
It's pretty funny. Love it. Love it.
Oh my god. I'm definitely gonna be buying
If you
this.
remember, and I don't know if you remember, the Festival of Lost in Destiny 1 had a broom, but it did not look nearly as cool as that. This new broom actually looks like they stole it from a Quidditch
Thanks for shopping
locker.
Eververse, Guardian.
Oh, and it
Thieves.
says by the pricking of my
Oh.
thumbs. Something wicked. is
Oh
taken.
heavens!
And oh my god, look at
They
this
just
other
couldn't
one.
help themselves.
It's like a
They couldn't.
giant gun. It's like a giant sparrow.
What? The giant what?
The necro beast.
Oh. I haven't seen that, but it sounds terrifying. I'm gonna take your word for it.
Good luck.
All right, so we're gonna go over and talk to Eva. See what
Yeah, let's go
See
talk
what,
to Eva.
see how
Okay.
the Guardians celebrate their pagan holidays.
Eva, we're coming. Eva, I'm here.
It is the season de los Muertos. Okay.
I imagine your life must be terribly.
No? Okay. All right.
Hello again.
What?
Lots has happened since we last
All right.
met.
Sorry, I was listening to
Yeah,
Eva.
okay.
Sorry about that.
The moon is infested
This
Eva
is
knows.
cool.
Moon's on it.
invading. These are all
Disgusting.
important things.
Mm.
But as always, it is also
Ooh, what
very
is
important
this?
to remember those
We
who
do have to remember
left
those who have left us.
us, and
All
look
one of them.
forward with hope
Yeah.
in our hearts. That
Kate
is the
6.
purpose of this
So are we gonna like
festival.
build a Cade
A
mausoleum?
holiday about death and
Can you imagine?
loss, yes. But
that was the-
also hidden identities.
Man,
Beautiful
That would be a lot of work.
lanterns and
it
candles.
would
Hey.
be.
Have
We've killed
fun,
gods, my
love.
dude. I want to build a hut. Seems easy by comparison.
Not enough space? Uh-oh.
What's the
Hmm.
question? Fire a
Uh,
masquerader's helmet. Okay.
hold on.
They're gonna make me trick or treat again, aren't they?
Oh, it's one of these masks.
Hey. They all look like Rahul.
Oh, okay. Oh, but they're different. Like there's a solar one, there's an arc one, and there's a void one. So I guess you can choose
And it
which one
actually
you
has
want.
light on it. Look at that.
Yeah,
I bet.
very nice.
How much do you want to bet, dude?
Okay.
That these all that it's interchangeable. Like it has interchangeable ornaments, so you can like it can be any mask. I
That
think it
would be
is.
cool.
I think it will be. And that's cool because I'm totally gonna pick the void one because a lot of my stuff is tuned for a lot of my helmets. Like what's my helmet right now? Yeah, my normal helmet is
Candy.
arc, so yeah, that's perfect.
Ooh.
And it's like 6
okay.
energy right off the bat. Let's go.
Yeah, I like it.
Beautiful.
Should
Look at
go
that gun. It's
fire.
called the Braytech Werewolf. What?
Yeah,
want this
that's
gun.
cool.
And I need this drifter head. What's going on here?
Master of Disguise
We
Triumph.
have bounties. Collect candy inside the haunted forest.
Nah.
Really?
We need to collect some
Candy?
of this candy.
Oh, crud! I have to.
Sexual harassment.
Uh-oh.
And, oh wow! Look at that. The very first mask you pick up is the one with the highest light, and then after that, it just drops down to baseline. I totally
Yeah,
thought
I
I was
noticed
gonna
that.
cheese and get like 3 9. I'm so mad. I thought I was gonna get 3 high-level helmets. Damn you, Bungie! I wouldn't have infused them. I don't think.
Oh, you're right. Oh man.
They were like, you are not about to go on an infusion.
And they go back to
bonanza."
like 750. They're like,
We're
no,
on
no,
to you.
no. We thought yeah, we're on to you.
Perform a finisher while wearing a Festival of the Lost mask. Now that's funny. That is something I can get behind.
Just
Alright, I'm picking up a bunch of random bounties until I have them.
That sounds like a good plan.
Alright,
Stay
we are
safe.
gonna haunted forest
Yeah.
it up.
I have to delete some of my old ones.
Crud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
ran
gonna
out
have
of
to
space.
take off my helm of Saint 14.
That's okay.
now. Oh great, I look like Rahul. What did I do to deserve this? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, wait. All right, people. It's time for an Armor 2.0
Yes.
crash course. And yup, every single mask that I unlocked last year is available on this thing as an ornament. Oh, I'm putting
that's
on the
cool.
Colonel mask. It's time, baby.
Huh? Oh, you are. Uh-oh. I saw that in the store.
Oh, did you? Yeah, that's crazy. You know,
Yeah.
that actually
That's
makes
pretty
me
cool.
feel
What do you
better
think of my new space?
because I
I'm
killed like
still
900 nightmares in the haunted forest last year. Look at me. Look. Chicken a la king.
Yes. The king of cocks.
Don't you salt me. But what? You know what?
Uh-oh.
You know
She's
what?
gonna eat you. She's seasoning you up.
You know, cannibalism is not a very good fit for you. Okay. You know, we don't have to go full Texas Chainsaw before we've even done the haunted forest even once. All right. Has everyone picked up their bounties? Is everybody
I have
Yes.
picked up
I
my
hope
all
bonus.
prepared to just go out
Yes.
into the world and
I'm
shoot
confident I
things?
did.
Cause I'm ready. I got my chicken
Yeah, why
mask
not?
on. I'm so happy they gave me all these ornaments.
Chicken it up.
Well, that's cool because I was wondering about that. I was like, I got all these masks last year. Like, can I use them? And the game said yes. It said yes.
See, that's so smart.
Look, there's a
Good
Gary
job, Bungie.
mask.
All right, we're gonna
Look at
start.
Gary.
Gary.
I am
Uh-oh.
Gary.
We're teleporting.
Gotta love it. What are you laughing at? What? It's a name, okay? It's a dignified name.
I agree. Dignified. Gary.
Why
Okay,
did you say
Gary
that
Jr..
name?
Ooh, my Valor went up. Nice.
Arc damage in the forest, terrors in the forest, perform a finisher, auto rifles, get candies, complete a strike, complete heroic public events while wearing a mask. Alright. Now, I'm not gonna, be that person, but you see the rewards for this stuff is like chocolate strange coins. Are those things edible?
Good question.
Something tells me. Something tells me I can't eat them for buffs. Just throwing it out there. I'd love to. But I don't think they work. I mean, what event was that? The revelry when we were baking, confections and giving them to people.
Man, that was so fun.
Yeah, you kind of missed that one. It was kind of funny. Like you had to make the Destiny equivalent of an easy bake oven and give them to the vendors in the tower.
Oh,
And
cool.
everybody had a different treat. Like the Drifter had dark chocolate moats.
Ah.
You know,
Okay.
I forgot what Shaxx had, but it was suitably manly.
Okay, enter the haunted
It's the
forest.
Infinite Forest again.
Okay.
All right, everyone. For the queen. Come on. Come on, I don't bite. You know what? There is a time limit.
More hood? Okay.
Oh.
Chuckleheads. Let's do this forest thing.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
It's really dark in here, guys. Kind of dark in
It
here.
is. Oh, shoot. Wow.
If this is anything like last year's Haunted Forest, the faster we go through this, the more branches we'll reach, and the more branches we reach, the greater our rewards will be.
Oh, okay.
So,
Alrighty.
the faster we can chew through this beast, yeah. always unsettling when they appear right in front of you. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Oh, don't forget, people. One of the things is finishers.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Dude, these things are kind of hard to just not kill instantly. Boots. Man, I'm like the Rock in the 90s. Boots. Two asses. Get him. You know what? Y'all are shooting my. You know, I'm gonna go over here. Is that a pumpkin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. I don't
Yep.
know.
What? Oh my God.
They're simulating
pumpkin now.
pumpkins. They're closer to Earth than we thought.
Mm.
How do they know about pumpkins?
Exactly.
How does-
Exactly.
how
Who
does-
told
Told
Copying
the
us.
facts about pumpkins.
Who told them about pumpkins?
Okay, I was gonna say if this is the bottomless pit, I just kind of.
What
Yeah,
kind of
I was gonna
jump?
say if this is.
Oh
I was gonna say,
no.
if this is a bottomless pit, I just
Ooh, I thought I
dove
fell off
into
the
it
level.
head first. Like, oops. Whoa. Nice shooting, Tex. How dare you? Can you tell your Arc Soul to have some chill? Okay, it just stole a kill from me. Literally, just stole a kill.
No, did it?
Where's the respect? Where's the quid pro quo?
There isn't
Not
any.
for an Arc Soul, no.
Arc Souls don't have respect for nobody.
So, they really don't. Though. So, did anybody else? Does anybody else feel weird in their subclass? Because if you do, you are not alone, and no, you're not going crazy. Bungie kind of introduced a bunch of stealth nerfs and buffs to the subclass.
Oh my God.
With this update.
Wow, that was
No,
fast.
it disintegrated.
Whoa.
Every time we reach a certain threshold, we have to fight a nightmare boss.
Yeah.
And the more nightmare, and the more
What?
nightmare bosses we fight, the tier of the forest goes up and it changes in real time. So this is just the first boss we're fighting. Oh yeah. It's
Okay.
deep. Get him. Kind of like last year, you know. Kind of like last year.
Damn.
Whoa.
This thing has some health on it, doesn't it? Alright, we got this. I think it blew me off the level. Ah!
Alright.
Alright, Chrome going. Alright, not bad. The postmaster is going to be literally just
that-
filled with
that was
candy
quite
every
nice.
time I see him. I know it. And here we are again.
Yeah, we're back.
The
We
Traveler
have
beckons.
returned.
Alright, you. Come on. Hey. Hey. Hip, hip. Harp, harp. He. You know what?
Sorry.
Take two.
Sorry about that.
Let's finish. Yeah, maybe
Next
at the
time.
next. Maybe at the
Round
next
three we do
branch.
it.
Whoa! Why did we jump into this?
Oh my
We were
God.
just like enemies, and we just kind of did a running leap. These demon guys, I think, are the most important because now they're locking the doors on us. So we won't be able to just run past them.
Oh my God. But
I see something
All
alive
right.
down there. Alright. Doors open? Alright, yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Yeah, so once we kill all of the demons, I guess that'll open these doors. That's cool. I gotta say, people, if you got any masterwork stones, it's probably a really good time to start working on them. Masterwork.
I need what?
Yeah.
Masterworks.
Things where you're just running around shooting the things. I'm working
Okay.
on the one for the. I'm working on the fighting lion right now. Nobody told me that when you kill people with this thing, it just keeps generating new grenades.
Oh my god. Ooh.
That, and you can choose when the grenades detonate from this thing. Why are we all not using the fighting line? This thing is crazy. I think everybody needs one. Standard issue. Well, he's not going to be in the
Alright.
sequel.
Whoa.
He's like, see you next. Nope, maybe not. Don't think I'm making it to the next festival. Yeah, we gotta get you to endgame, okay? They give you prime engrams for absolutely no reason. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I mean,
like
not
the
no
general.
reason.
I mean, as soon as we came into the forest,
I mean,
it
you know,
gave
for
me a
playing.
prime engram. So, like, you get them as drops.
Oh god.
Guardian down.
Oh damn. I got smashed.
Where'd he go? Oh, I see it.
Guardian
Oh,
down.
no. No, we hit the threshold,
Hold on.
so we fight another boss. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh. That happened mid super.
I'm trying to get you. I'm out of
How
here.
about that super? We got this. Just having a one-track mind over here, yeah. Wow. I never knew they made a sponge shank.
Oh.
So the,
Sponge
yeah, you notice
shank.
that? You notice the exterior of that thing was made of sponge? Jeez.
Yeah.
What are they feeding
Okay.
these things?
Much
Good
one
stuff.
of these things would drop heavy.
Weedy.
I mean, jeez.
Clearly Wheaties. Is there a burn on this? Or no?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
I don't know, I'm using everything Void, and it seems maybe it's because they're Hive. Void just seems to be working really well. But you know, they could just be like Pokemon, you know, super effective. Out of my face.
Yeah.
That,
Twice the
I'm
damage.
taking a lot of damage. So yeah. If anybody noticed anything about their subclass, you might have gotten a bit stronger. Titans definitely got a good
Yeah.
round of debuffs. Okay, they clearly heard you on our last few streams.
Really?
Yeah, they clearly heard you on our last few streams, and decided to hit the Titans especially with a ton of debuffs. Also, Jotun was a little bit broken. Apparently, Jotun's fireballs. The unyielding terror is not to be fought, it is to be run from. Do not fight it. It will kill
it
you.
is?
It will
Oh.
kill you
Alright.
dead. Yeah, no. It's a giant unstoppable knight. Like, you can try and kill it, but you'd have better luck, you know, convincing Xur that his will is his own.
Guardian down.
Yeah,
Oh, wow,
it's,
smack.
that thing is designed to be run from. It's basically the Mike Myers of the Haunted Forest. Alrighty, y'all dead.
Yeah, I died. I can't.
Okay.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, just let me know, because I'm afraid to look behind me, because I know that thing is chasing us. I will say, to their credit, the forest is weird now. Actually feels kind of like a maze.
It is. Whoa.
It does.
Fighting lion, don't fail me now.
Ah!
I'm just gonna open up these branches. It doesn't look like there's demons to kill, but there's just a preponderance of
Oh,
demons.
jeez.
Guardian down.
Ah! It got me.
What got you? The war beasts? The war beast coalition got you?
No, the unstoppable knight, the unyielding terror.
Call him the onion. Yeah, he does not yield actually. I tried to kill it too. Like we tried to kill that thing.
Yeah.
It just has
Oh, fuck.
more
Guardian
more
down.
HP than anything in the
Oops.
game. Like we tried. We all did supers on it. We debuffed it. It was like look at the name. Can you stop? You ever play Resident Evil 2? Yeah, Mr. X? Yeah. Think that.
Guardian
Stop
down.
shooting me. And we were like, okay. He was like, save it for the nightmares, you mooks. There would be demons here.
Wow.
This is really... Oh my gosh, he's right here. And he's unyielding. I know that's a given, but I'm like doing my super to fight these enemies. And the auto-tracking on my super keeps magnetizing me to the unyielding terror. Yeah, so like my the auto aim on my melees is actually screwing me over a bit. Okay, he's just standing here looking at me, and I gotta say, it's one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Why did he stop? I think I missed one of the demons, because the door's not blue yet, folks. Yup, I missed the Hydra. Yeah, I missed killing it. So now I have to run back into the unyielding terror's playground. Should be fun.
Oh man, that should be.
Well, he seems really happy to see me, and I gotta say, I haven't had an enemy welcome me so thoroughly. I feel very much like a guest of honor. To be frank.
Oh my god.
We got another boss to fight there. But you kind of get the hang of it, right?
Yeah.
So if we,
Slowly.
yeah, the more enemies we clear out, the faster we'll fight bosses. The more bosses we fight, the harder the forest will get. But we'll get more rewards at the end of the day. Kind of like
I
the
like rewards.
menagerie, where you can do all of the activities either really well or really badly. All right, whoever just disintegrated everybody, you're the real MVP. Thank you.
Oh no!
No. What happened? Yeah, right over there. I'm gonna hit him with a grenade. Wow.
Oh.
Okay, so yes. Back to them.
Oh,
Back to
damn.
them debuffs. All right, so Jotun definitely got a debuff because apparently the fireball was hitting people more than once, and that is not designed as intended.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Also, Divinity is getting a slight change. Moves that weaken people. So they slightly weakened, but they gave it the ability to stack. So I'm not sure if that's better or somehow worse.
Guardian down.
Whoa.
I feel like it's a mixture of both better and worse. Because it's 5% weaker, but now you can stack it on top
okay.
of each other. So it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Also,
Oh, I see.
you'll be elated to hear. All right,
Interesting.
listen, all right. Here's the part where Jessica just cheers. So, Titans. All right, Striker, Code of the Juggernaut. Reduced amount of health return possible per kill. Change the diminishing returns, meaning the super runs out faster.
Oh, really?
The amount of super energy regained per kill was also debuffed. The cost of light for using your attacks as a striker was increased by 50%. Regenerating your health on a kill no longer applies to when you're using your super, that's a serious kneecap, man.
Yeah,
What do you mean, thank you? You have to play this
finally.
game in PvE too. Now I have a super that I have to get in people's faces to use, and killing ads doesn't regen my health anymore.
Yeah.
Ah. So yeah. So my super basically runs out faster, does less damage, has less health regeneration. Alright. I'll have you know, they didn't debuff the damage though.
That
so
sucks.
You still can catch a Titan headbutt to the jaw, lady.
Well, that's fine.
Also, Dawnblade's got a buff. You, yeah,
Oh,
if you're a
nice.
Dawnblade and you're using the attunement of flame, you get more super energy per kill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
You get
me.
more super energy per kill.
Oh, see, look at that.
You also need less kills in order to keep your buff going longer.
Oh, a miscalculation.
Mm-hmm.
Guardian down.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think we all know what happened there. I'll get
He'll
it.
come back.
Just gotta
Yeah.
revel in it for a bit. Hold on. All right. How you doing? How are your legs?
That's funny.
I bet you wish you got a
Okay.
buff to your legs. Okay. Anyway, listen. Ward of Dawn
Oh,
got a
geez.
buff. All right. The Armor
Oh,
of Light
nice.
timer now correlates
Wonderful.
with the life of the Ward of Dawn. So as long as the Ward of Dawn is active, it does not run out.
Oh, nice.
And now you can well, you can tell when the bubble's about to break. They added a bunch of particle effects to the bubble, so you, without looking at the timer, you can kind of tell when a bubble's about to go out,
Oh my god.
which is pretty cool.
Guardian down.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Also, Way of the Wraith got rebuffed. Remember how I told you it was kind of weird that your invisibility buff went down to 3 seconds from 9? Apparently that was not by design. That was a glitch.
Yeah.
It's 9 seconds again.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh, and apparently Shoulder Charge had a bug on it that allowed players to shoot their gun immediately before using Shoulder Charge. There's a buff on certain shotguns in the game
Oh.
called 1-2 punch. 1-2 punch basically, if you shoot someone, it increases your melee damage on the next hit, and if you melee someone, it increases your weapon damage on the next hit. Basically, a Titan could just smack you and then shoot you to death.
I
But
see.
people were apparently combining it with Shoulder Charge. Yeah,
my
it was
God.
kind of broken. And Bungie fixed it. I gotta
Oh,
fix the cool
no.
stuff.
Guardian
Oh,
down.
damn, that knight.
Oh, look, it's the unyielding
Run.
breath.
Oh.
Guardian
there.
down.
Alright, so I'm gonna run as soon as I
Hello,
bring you
thank
back.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Get it out. Good gravy. Man.
Whoa,
I mean, I don't wanna toot my own
Oh.
horn here.
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh.
Too many lasers out here for my liking. It's a bit much. Nobody feels like there's a, I feel like
Damn.
there's a lot of lasers here.
There are a lot of lasers.
Are you humming the Baby Shark song? I heard that.
Guardian down.
Yep.
Me?
It sounds
Yeah.
good.
It's really catchy.
Well, I am.
It's so catchy, in fact, I'm genuinely surprised Kanye West did not use it as the foundation for a beat on his new album. Can you imagine? If anyone could turn that into a banger, it'd be him.
That would be crazy. Not these days.
No, he's still he's still got that talent. It's just
Guardian down.
it's being filtered through his brain in really weird ways.
Guardian down.
Oh.
Like rap. This whole minimalism in the lyrics thing is starting to kill me a bit. Like I started feeling it during Yeezus. That's when this started. The really simple lyrics. You know, it makes his gospel platitude sound like, you know, baby's first pew. I can't. Because there's some really good lines and there's really bad lines. Like, you know, like in Selah, he says, they say the week starts on Monday, but for the strong it starts on Sunday. I felt that. I was like, give me them lines, give me them bars. And then in the very next song, he's like, it was my girl on Sunday. She's my Chick-fil-A. And I was like, no, that's not it.
No.
Nah, not Chick-fil-A. Don't do that.
Guardian
Talking
down.
about your girl is closed on Sunday. She's your Chick-fil-A. No, that is not it. So, you know, it's all over the place. It's kind of inconsistent.
It's time to
Yes.
stop.
It really is, though.
Kanye
He
tried.
did. To his credit, he did. But the album also feels really rushed. I don't know how or why. He delayed it for like a year and a half, and somehow it feels kind of unfinished. Like, Ye felt more finished than this, and he did Ye in 2 weeks. Alright, this is our last branch, people. Collapse is imminent.
Okay.
We got up to the Charging Terror. That's what they call them at parties.
Guardian down.
I'm gonna kick this harpy in the face. Alright, people. Where are you? Oh, that thing is like... Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
I'm
he's
done.
like sharp. He's like
That's
sharpening his
almost done.
toenails
That's
on your
okay.
ghost right now. I don't know if I can go over there.
I know.
Yeah.
I got stuff on.
Oh, cool.
Alright, got him.
Woo. And that. So, if I remember this correctly, doesn't the floor like drop out and threaten to kill you?
Yeah. Ah!
Up. Fell through the floor again.
Oh no.
Oh wow, we cleared 4 branches?
Yeah, we did.
And now you're going to be eaten by zombies.
How do we
You
fight
don't.
him?
You die.
Oh, you
No,
survived.
you die. Get killed by that thing. Get out of there, you heathens. You're literally in a tomb.
Oh.
Oh.
Ow!
We're kind of trapped.
We,
I
yeah, we
told
can't
you to
get
die.
out.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Then don't die. I told you, die. That's how you get out of there. Listen, he's unyielding, okay? That means you have to yield.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
so there were a bunch of candies.
Right.
No, you did not. Cardi G. I know
Me?
you did not.
What? What did I do?
Did you just occur in my galaxy?
Yeah.
Yes, I did it.
Oh my goodness. That survived past the golden... That survived past the collapse? How did Cardi B make it past the collapse? Of
It
all
just
the
did.
music that made it out of the other side, the darkness decided to spare Cardi B.
Yep.
What does that tell you about Cardi B? Exactly. Stay woke, everybody. Stay woke.
She's a survivor.
No, Beyonce is a survivor,
Yeah.
okay? Okay? Cardi B is,
She's thriving.
definitely thriving. So, anybody go to the movies to see her biopic? I heard it was a movie about how she was drugging people and robbing them.
No, I didn't see it yet.
No, I didn't go see that.
Well, I know you didn't go see it. Is a little known fact that the presence of J-Lo will keep Jessica away from anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
so like if Ikora Ray was voiced by Jennifer Lopez, we probably wouldn't be playing this right now. Or at the very least, she
Oh,
would have gotten
really?
this far
Wow.
in the game without
Interesting.
ever interacting with the Warlock Vanguard. She's like, the who? Well, you know
Like,
what the
why?
speaker was. Where? I don't think I've ever seen that part of the tower. It's right there! Nope, never seen it. Hey, did anybody else notice that right behind, if you look at where Ikora's standing, right behind her, they're like building a new dome? Alright, so if you remember, yeah,
no.
where Ikora's standing is where
No.
the speaker used to be. During Homecoming, that thing got obliterated. Remember the speaker's chunk of the tower just kind of blown up? Yeah, there's scaffolding. There's scaffolding there now. Like they're building a new speaker area in the tower. I don't even know what to call them.
Interesting.
They're rebuilding Bill Nye's
Oh, I
house.
have to go check that out.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean,
I agree.
we may or may
Nice.
not have a Hunter Vanguard making his way back to the tower. And that's going to be a wonderful episode of Mori when that happens.
That's gonna be interesting.
But I think,
yeah.
I don't know, I think we might be on the verge of electing a new speaker. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Politics. Destiny's
yeah, right.
Come.
Well, always the strongest suit of any. It's always the strongest portion of any sci-fi story. Ask George Lucas. You know, every sci-fi story gets better when you add politics.
Yeah.
Galactic trade. My favorite part of Star Wars.
Electric trade.
Oops. Sorry about that. I got a little bit too froggy. Sorry, Charlotte Mercus. Haven't seen it. These bounties are kind of cute, but I'm not tracking any of them. Am I making progress here? Defeat terrors.
Let me see.
And perform a finisher. That's funny. Defeat enemies with arc damage. Oops.
Finisher. Oh, complete heroic events.
Complete a
okay.
strike.
Complete a strike. Okay. Complete festivities outside of the haunted forest to collect strange coins.
Hey, keep it moving.
Okay. And candy
yeah.
collected. Alright.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I mean, you can totally use a finisher on a cursed thrall. It's hilarious. You'll just end up kicking them away like a... Okay, stop shooting the thrall in the face. That's how you die. You can do finishers on the thrall and you
Thank
just
you.
kick them away like footballs, and then they'll explode afterwards. Yes, they won't
Oh,
blow up
really?
anything. You kick them away like live grenades, and then they just blow things up.
Oh, that's cool.
I like doing it to servitors because it just looks funny. Servitors tend to fly away like beach balls. Okay, so the same debuffs that you use in the Adept Nightfalls, okay? They actually work here, like Disruption or Thunder Coil. All of those debuffs work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're working on your artifact
yeah?
yet, Brandon, but yeah, if you unlock those things, they work everywhere.
Okay.
Did you get your artifact yet? I think you have to be, what, season level 8 to get it?
I don't know. I forgot. I'll check
probably
later to
have
see
it.
what level I'm on.
You gotta have it
The
by now, I
season.
think. But yeah, the buffs from the buffs from the artifact last all season. So
Okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
definitely worth it. I wish you could keep them, but apparently they take them away from you every season.
Oh,
Well, it has
man.
me thinking because the buffs that are on this thing are
That's
so
terrible.
specific that I wonder what the next round of buffs is going to be like. Are we going to be able to put mods on scout rifles and pulse rifles?
Do you keep the mods?
No, that's what
No.
I'm saying. Like right now, the Gate Lord's artifact only lets you do mods on auto rifles, submachine guns, and bows. But what about the next artifact? Are the mods going to be on different weapons? Are they going to be different?
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, good question.
I'll tell you this, they do work really well. And when you level it up, every time you level the thing up, it gives you like +1 bonus light.
Yeah. That's really cool. I like that. Oh, I hate those things.
Harpies? What Harpies do to you?
Demons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, he's sniping us.
Blocking.
Okay.
I have a war beast problem over here. No! Whew. Nobody saw that?
Nope. Didn't see anything.
certainly did not see
No,
that.
you did not. I'm glad. I'm glad we are all in consensus here, because I'll have you know that I am the consensus. Alright. The unyielding terror is just kind of hanging out at the top of the stairs. He wants.
Yeah,
He
I'm
wants
out
to
of
know
here.
if you want to hear about his Lord and Savior, Oryx. Do you have a moment to listen to him? Glory be to the Hive.
Yeah, let's go. Glory be.
Yeah, I hear they
Yeah,
only
glory
have like
be.
one solid rule, and that's just no necromancy. Seems like a pretty easy religion to follow.
Basically.
Oh, and you have to grow fat with strength. Like literally.
Basically, yes.
Well, you know, Brendan, that's the thing about Hive. I don't know if you know this about Hive, but they follow what they call the sword logic. The Hive used to be a race of worm people who barely lived longer than a week, was it? They lived a week?
They lived, 5
5
years.
years. So, yeah, they were a small
5 years,
race
wow.
of,
Yeah.
you know, organisms, microorganisms that lived for about 5 years and then died. And they made a pact with these powerful worm gods in order to improve their race, give them longer lifespans, make them powerful, give them the ability to tap into the darkness, or what they refer to as the deep. The only thing is there's kind of a catch. They have to kill things in order to satiate their worm god hunger. The worm god will make them powerful as long as they continue to kill stronger and stronger beings. If they don't kill in proportion to their worm's hunger, the worm will consume them. That is what they call the sword logic. And it is their mantra. It's kind of ours. It sounds like what we do. But the Hive are kind of bound to this. At least if, you know, we turn into blueberries, the Traveler doesn't eat us. Kind of happy about
Yeah.
that. Like, you don't pay your death tithes, okay? You don't just eat you. I said, okay. I'm a bit barbaric. They're like, well, listen, we're called the Hive, okay? Not the fuzzy symbol.
Not the cuddly
You know,
wuddly.
they're not Ewoks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not called the Wookiees.
Yeah, that's one way to look at sword logic. Yeah, I mean, essentially that is what happened to the Hive. They are basically slaves to the nature of their gods.
Yeah, it's kind of a constant push and pull, you know. Can you imagine that? It's like, I just killed this thing. I gotta kill something else? Yes. So, you know, it really makes you think, you know, if Oryx became as powerful as he was, he must have killed some serious things. I mean, even getting the power of the Taken is
Well, it's not just about
huge.
it's not just about killing things.
Elaborate.
It's about so Oryx was the Taken King. He was one of 3 siblings that are the Hive gods.
Okay.
Right? So there's Oryx, there's Zivu-Arath, and there's Savathun, which I'm sure you've seen mention of Savathun, Brendan, here and there.
Yes.
So the 3 siblings were the heirs to the throne of this race that Lucian has explained, the Osmian throne, right? And when they made this pact, they had to agree to obey their nature for as long as they lived. So Oryx was always curious, right? So he had to constantly seek knowledge. Zivu
Okay.
Arath wanted to be a warrior, and she was like the bravest or whatever. So she had to constantly test her strength. And Sabatun was the clever one, so she had to always seek knowledge.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, all this sounds pretty innocuous at first, until you consider that as you move through different stages of these things, the only way to get stronger is through, according to how you know, the Hive have figured this out, is through conquest and slaughter. Right? So, how do you continually test your strength, for example, if not through conquest? How do you continuously gain knowledge? You know, the way that Savathun's followers interpret it is, you know, how much trickery can you get away with?
Yeah.
You know, how
Okay.
do you always become curious? So how do you always gain,
Oh my
you know, how do you always find new places to explore? Well, you have to, eventually, you're gonna have to just conquer places.
So they became a conquering race of bug creatures.
Yeah, I mean, the sword logic is the Hive's interpretation of what their gods asked them to do. They figured out, as you said, Lucian, that they couldn't stop at any specific point. Where, you know, where you as a person might be satisfied with reaching a certain zenith in your development,
Yeah.
they couldn't just stop. They had to continuously test themselves
Peace was never an option, Oryx.
in order to,
Guardian
yeah,
down.
in order to attain their perfect final shape.
Final shape. What does that even mean?
Yeah. Well, your perfect shape is when you have achieved a way.
Like, is that like Hive Transcendence?
Basically, it's Hive Transcendence. You know, the philosophy of the darkness is, you know, they want the universe to achieve its perfect shape, which is, you have proved that you are the ultimate version of yourself because you have conquered everything else,
Guardian down.
essentially, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's sword logic. I have to
Holy-
elaborate on that.
Really? Really? Man.
What?
He dropped an exotic. He gave me it, but it was the Risk Runner.
Yeah, so
I'm
that-
mad at it, but this is like my third one.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I've already mastered worked this weapon. See, this would be a perfect opportunity to trade weapons with somebody. Get it in there, Bungie. We believe in you. This would be the perfect opportunity. Like, hey, anybody need a Risk Runner? I'll trade you a Risk Runner for your.
Oh
Lord
yeah,
of
you
Wolves.
can't trade.
No, because well, and I can see their point. Bungie firmly believes that the acquisition of weapons should be a personal endeavor, and that there is not a more boring story about how you got a weapon other than, oh, well, somebody gave it to me. Like, I seriously have a story about how I just accidentally tripped over the Monte Carlo while playing a story mission, and that's what actually happened.
Yeah.
The mission started, something died in front of me, and then I had the Monte Carlo. I was like, oh, okay, sweet. Am I the only person with a grenade launcher? I said, am I the only
Say that
person
again?
with a grenade launcher?
What?
Anybody got rockets or anything, or?
I think so.
Oh,
yeah,
what?
I'm using
But-
a.
But I'm out
I'm
of
using a shot.
I'm out of rockets.
I'm using a machine gun.
Machine guns are tops, as you were. I was just asking because I noticed there's not a ton of explosions going on. I mean, I have brought the explosion.
Yeah.
But it's all good. This is a secondary grenade launcher. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
using the fighting
really?
lion.
What is it? The fighting lion? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, secondary grenade launchers are really clutch.
I mean, I think there's only
No,
one, right?
And there
It's
she
just
goes.
the money card. It's just the fighting lion.
There she goes. Yep.
No,
Oh
you
boy, I
don't.
saw that. Ooh. Come back.
No, Iron Banner. You're very
Thank
welcome.
you.
Iron Banner, there's one called Orowin's Maul. It's void. That's a regular one. That's a legendary, secondary grenade launcher. They're few and far between, but they're out there. Kind of like primary sniper rifles and primary shotguns. They're out there. Like the Gambit shotgun is a primary weapon. Oh, no, we have 5 seconds. We're not going to make it in time.
Okay. I can make
No,
it.
we got to get the percentage. We had to get the percentage to 100 before time ran out. That's why it says.
Oh.
That's why it says imminent
Never mind.
collapse. No, so when we hit 100, it's just gonna take us straight to the boss. I wouldn't use my super right now if I were y'all.
Okay.
We're about to get transported over to the boss anyway, so why not? Well, you know, this is not a bad place to use the Risk Runner, to be honest, but I wish they hadn't.
No, this is
Roll
great.
the arc.
So you just
Oh man,
Yeah.
just you wait until you get that thing. That's a really fun exotic weapon. What am I even doing up here? Oh no! The curse of Gabriel there!
Oh, did you fall?
I believe.
Did
I
you
believe we call that
fall?
the mark of
Uh-oh.
Jessica. You know, suddenly the floor just drops out from underneath you without warning. That usually happens. Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh.
Now that I blew myself up. I point blanked a grenade in my own face.
Jeez.
I mean, what can I say? Sometimes I don't know my own strength. Oh, I saw that.
Hold on.
Bodied. I've avenged you. Drop kick. And we're out of here.
Oh.
Oh no, it's a giant. Is that a fallen?
Yeah,
Called the
giant
Noble
fallen.
Terror. I don't even know who you are. It'd be the most disheartening thing in the world to hear, you know, if you were Wanda. He's like, you took everything from me. Thanos was like, what? I don't even know who you are.
Oh yeah, poor Wanda.
That's terrible. Like, he literally sunned her, okay? He M-Bisoned her. Said, for the day that Thanos got the Infinity Gauntlet completed, the day your world changed forever. For me, it was only Tuesday. My man went back to his farm and started seasoning his food.
Wait.
Thanos seasons his food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You hear that? You hear that? Season your damn food.
Food does not season their food.
I mean,
I do. I have
this is a family stream, so I don't want to just call out any races in particular, but you know, I'm just saying some of y'all don't season your chicken, or I'm just saying in my experience, in my travels, I've tasted some decisively unseasoned steak. And it's always steak. I'm gonna hit him in the. Yes, I didn't hit him. Sorry.
Oops.
All right, so look, this thing, right? You can avoid the parts that drop out by jumping really high, but if you get caught in there, just croak out. It's all right. You'll be fine. Because if you die, you'll just pop back out on the steps, and then you can touch the treasure chest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay if you die.
Ooh, what? That was bananas.
Just a shower of candy. Okay, so we've made it like 4 branches in. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
nice. You guys want to go talk to Eva Levante?
Do we have to? Yeah. Is that the next objective?
in the
Sure.
quest.
We did do
Yeah.
that like twice. I think I got the 300 candy thing.
Yeah.
What the heck am I gonna do with
Yes.
this risk runner? Damn it.
Save the
I mean,
universe. Oof. I love
I
this.
can only hold one at a time.
Ooh. Oof.
If she
Yes.
starts laughing, I worry.
My light's even stronger.
Ooh.
Don't be
Yeah,
afraid.
something just-
Don't be afraid.
I am though.
Ooh.
A wise
sword.
person once said, "Be afraid, be very afraid."
Okay. Ooh, a hand cannon. Eh.
You got a
No
hand
thanks.
cannon? Was it a haunted forest hand cannon? Come on, what's the
Yeah.
difference?
No, it's a Lamia HC2. It's a
I mean,
blue.
It's not. No, I don't know. The only hand cannon I really like. Well, everybody knows my favorite hand cannon already. Okay. It starts with a better and ends with devils.
Yes.
Oh, it's a
Butter?
better
Of course,
devil.
it's better devil. It's the best hand cannon in the game.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, maybe not in the game. It's pretty darn up there. Okay. It's pretty darn up there.
Okay, I
Well,
see.
in
I
its
see it
defense,
is.
It's it could be better. I think the Duke Mark II is nice. That big chunky looking one looks like a piece of government cheese you're just holding in your hand. That's a good hand cannon. The trust.
Okay.
Did anybody get
Government
the trust
cheese.
from Gambit? It's a
Hand
secondary.
cannon?
It's
Yes, I
that's
have
a-
that.
It's a solar hand cannon. That's a good one. You know, there's a couple
Okay.
of gems. There's a couple of diamonds hiding in this extremely rough arsenal.
Yeah.
I just want that auto rifle they're giving away for
Indeed.
Festival of the Lost. That thing glows in the dark.
Whoa.
Right? That's
They
pretty
know how
cool.
to
I like
drop
that.
the 1-2 elbow of FOMO like directly on your neck. I was like, I need this now. Anna, hook me up, girl. I helped you wake up Rasputin. Can a brother get an access code? No, you gonna hold out on me?
Hook 'em up.
And yeah, he's gonna hold out on you.
So how's your
like that.
Rahul mask treating you?
Disgusting.
Pretty
Do
nice.
you feel like you hold the
I'm gonna see if I can get
do you
another
feel like you hold the
one.
fate of all guardians in your hands? Because you kind of do.
Do I?
Listen, Master Rahul is the difference between you getting a blue from your legendary or an Ophidian aspect from your exotic. Yeah.
You and them
Man, they
Ophidian
just love
aspect.
giving me those
Oh,
gauntlets.
God.
They just. I feel like Luke Smith is just sitting there like, wait. Everybody stop. He's about to open another engram. And they look at my screen. And they go, weapon parts. Yeah.
Underway.
Sometimes wow, there's 83 candy just sitting in the postmaster.
Oh,
That's a lot of candy we
Oh.
left on the floor there. Oh, that was actually pretty cool, So I guess doing this, so I'm gonna assume you have to wear your Festival of the Lost mask in order to get candy from doing anything in the game. That's kind of what I'm reading
Okay.
out of this. Yeah, it's a good thing it's a good piece of armor. I mean, did you check the armor
Wow.
though? It's got
Right?
buffs
Yeah.
that are specific to the Haunted Forest in it.
yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Good luck. Good luck.
We drove
Oh
the
yeah,
Red Legion
so
out.
let me collect
What do they
that.
say?
Very, very
Whoever
specific
comes
buffs.
next.
Let's see, what is this?
Fenchurch, there's a lot
Oh, it's
of
like the last one.
fantastic things.
Increase
Ooh,
damage to
something
enemies
good.
and provide
Believe him.
near invulnerability.
Oh, they give me
Increase
rifles.
damage to challenging enemies and trigger health regeneration on precision kills.
Don't get
That
too
actually sounds really good.
distracted by the new setup, Guardian.
You hear that? What? Precision kills.
What does it say?
Alright, so there's one that increases your damage to all enemies and increases your defense when you're in the air.
Anything for you?
There's another one that increases your damage, triggers health regeneration when you get precision kills. And there's another one where precision kills grant you grenade and melee energy.
Just browsing.
And you do increased
That's fine
damage
by
to
me.
terrors in the Haunted Forest. I'm gonna assume that terrors are the bosses.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think I might go for that health buff thingy. I think I like the way that sounds.
Oh, this is so cool. So, did you see that Deep in the Woods
No.
emblem?
Did you just get it?
Check it out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm about that life.
So it says
Don't
track
get
the
too
deepest branch you've
distracted by the new
reached in the
setup,
Haunted
Guardian.
Forest. And it says the deepest branch in 2018 and the deepest branch in 2019.
It's
pretty darn cool. Yeah.
Does Eva give it to you, or did you just...
I think you're...
Herbalist?
Well, the
drove the
postmaster
Red
had it
Legion
for me,
out.
so I think it just
Do the
dropped.
same to whomever comes
Well, alright,
next.
then I might have it in my inventory then. 'cause
Yeah.
I had a space open. Master Gardener? Is that it?
Name Guardian.
No. Terror's End and Deep in the Woods.
Oh yeah, I have neither
There's
of
two
those.
of them.
Alright, let me check the postmaster, see what's
Oh.
up. It is
Hi there.
definitely not in the
Okay.
postmaster. Alright,
Thank
okay.
you. Thank you.
Not
very much.
feeling left out at all.
Uh-oh.
Nope. What's
They're holding it
FOMO?
against you.
You're FOMO.
How dare
I don't
they?
know what FOMO even means.
Just browsing, are we?
I did not get one of those.
What can I do for you,
I don't
Titan?
know. I figured everybody would just get one.
You fingered wrong. You need to check your privilege, Guardian. Okay? Not everybody just gets
Yes.
emblems that fall from the sky and directly into our laps. Alright? It's okay. I have collections. I'm going to pull an old one out of my collections. I hope.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. They I bet it's out there somewhere. I just have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
How about, what was this, destinations? No, it'd be under events, right? Seasonal, lore, gambit, vanguard. How about seasonal? Let's try seasonal. Crimson Days.
Yeah.
Nope.
I hope you could find it.
Okay, I got nothing, man. They really called that the Revelry 2019? I mean, I guess so. Even though it was like Christmas. Complete and loot all of the moon's lost sectors. Alright.
Oh man, this is cool.
You are set to show off. What's it called? It's called the Wolves. You said the Wolves Unleashed or something like that? Oh, Deep in the Woods.
The
Oh, no, I do
emblem?
have it. I do
Deep
have
in the
that one.
Woods, yeah.
Yeah. Tracks the number of terrors defeated in the Haunted Forest. And Deep in the Woods.
And
Mhm.
Terror's End.
Oh wow, so the deepest branch I
Yeah.
reached last year was 9. Wow.
Same.
Well, of course. We roll together, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. These emblems are actually pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Simulant spring. Oh, wow. Wow. I baked 248 treats during the dawning.
Wow, that's bananas.
That's a lot of fat Vanguard. I am so sorry for bringing diabetes to this
Huh.
hour. It's all Eva's fault.
How dare
Listen,
you.
Listen, all they had to tell me was that if I keep giving the Drifter, like, dark chocolate motes, he kept giving me engrams and powerful crap. I was like, I'm about to just give him... I said, I hope you're ready to gain, like, 50 pounds, buddy, because you're about to get it. I just kept giving him dark chocolate motes. There was no hope. There was no hope for him. His glands could not take it. He instantly got gout. It's over. Okay, so this
Okay,
Eva
do
quest.
I want a goblin? Or do I want Mithrax? Or do I want the opulent callous mask? Or do I want...
It's called the opulent callous mask.
No, the Drifter...
That's fantastic.
Yep.
Well, Titan,
Why is it
let's see
opulent?
what we have here.
I guess because it's gold?
I'll take it.
Huh.
Oh, Rahul. See, and this is what I'm talking about, Rahul. Rahul. That's
Rahul.
Rahul, man. I just opened a prime engram. He gave me a primary. No, it's all good. I mean, I can infuse it into something. I think my Cerberus +1 is
Okay.
it's not looking very good. Or I could infuse this into the horror story and use a dated year 2 weapon for absolutely no reason.
You could do that. yes.
But I won't.
You could.
But I won't.
But you won't.
I'm never gonna get over that joke.
Yeah,
Wait, did you see? I don't think you ever saw Angry Joe's review for the first Destiny. But it's
I watched
okay,
it.
So you don't remember that part when he's showing the speaker
I
and
think,
like the speaker's
yeah.
walking around saying, "I could tell you about the collapse and what happened to everyone. I could tell you how the children were afraid to sleep in their beds." Like, he basically has an entire monologue where he says, "I could tell you the story of this game, but I'm just not gonna right now."
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Angry Joe
Ooh.
changed the scene around, and he was like, "I could tell you. I could tell you. But I won't." And he starts cackling. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's the original line they had in mind, but they, like, balked at the last minute.
Okay.
You know, in my mind, he always says, "But I won't." It's like that just became the line for me.
Fits too well.
Cause he won't. He
And he
certainly will
ultimately
not.
didn't, because now he's dead.
Yeah. Right.
Bill
Oh,
Nighy,
rest
if
in
you wanted
peace.
to do something else, there was surely a more elegant way to do this.
Ah, yes.
Um,
So if you guys climb this tree, there's actually candy up there, apparently.
please
Ooh,
rinse it off
tree and
before you
candy.
eat it.
I'm all in.
You don't know where that tree's been.
No,
So-
she's healthy.
The tree is healthy.
They all say.
So I've been going up here, and then jumping onto the
There's
branch.
cobwebs growing out of it. How do you
Okay.
talking all that jazz? Last time I checked, that was not a natural occurrence. That your experience, sir? Do the trees grow cobwebs out of them where you live? Hmm? Oh,
Yeah, right?
clearly the multiverse has been activated on Traveler 2. Jake Gyllenhaal
Yes.
save us.
Yep.
Ooh,
Traveler
oh,
2.
Jigglenthal's, please.
Okay.
Realign the multiverse. What is going on? Oh, this thing. Oh, it's the Drang.
Oh, no.
What?
Oof. Oh, no, I fell off
You
the
fall
tree.
off the tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, it's all fun and games until you start humming the Donkey Kong theme. That's the minute you slip. Okay, so this weapon is
Alright,
ass neck.
so.
We're not going to be using that. I don't know what to do with this thing.
Store it.
I honestly can't think of anything
Yeah.
else to do with it. So yeah, that's the move. I could use the Mida. I haven't used the Mida in eons. Remember the Mida multi-tool? Nobody? Anybody remember that gun?
I wish I did.
It's from Destiny 1, and when Destiny 2 was truly
Ooh.
ass, like when all of the weapons were the same, the Mida multi-tool single-handedly became the meta. It's the only gun that everybody was using in the Crucible and in Trials. It was the only gun that people could attach themselves to. And attach themselves they did. That's why Bungie had to kill off Trials of the Nine. They were like, okay, everybody's using this thing now. Okay. Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Too much. Too much of a good
Well,
time.
yeah, it was just a really good weapon that everybody was using. And that just made it twice as annoying if you didn't have it yet. Like that quest that we were looking at that said, oh, go and do this, go and do this, go and do this. That one that you can't finish, Brandon? That's the quest for the Mida. Yeah.
Oh, really?
If you do all of that, it'll lead you, you'll be set on the path to get the Mida multi-tool.
Excellent. Okay.
Yes, hold out hope, my friend. There is yet more garbage to arbitrarily fill
Oh, yeah,
your
definitely.
inventory.
Yeah.
So,
There's a lot more.
I can't wait.
So, folks. All right. As long as we have a
Yes.
mask, we're participating in these shenanigans. So, anybody down for some Vanguard strikes? Anybody? How's your? I know
I'm
you got
down
some
for a
Dragon's
strike.
Breath stuff going
Oh,
on. with
yes.
you. What step are you on? I
Flamethrower.
think you have to get precision kills on Cabal and Vex, if I'm not mistaken.
Hold on, let me check.
It is so sad that I remember this. Not even my inventory. Why am I remembering this?
Greatness,
I mean,
that's why.
there's a bunch of stuff to do on the moon, but
Hi, Moon.
Let's
oh wait,
see.
the Haunted Forest has a bunch of pinnacle stuff on it. Do you see this? So the weekly challenge is to defeat terrors in the Haunted Forest. If you defeat 25, you get a tier 3 powerful weapon. I don't even know what that means. What the heck is tier 3?
Wow.
Alright, so there's merits in playing the Haunted Forest this week. Yeah, lots of that there. I still have yet to talk to Eva. You know, I'm standing 3 feet away from her. Let me go do that.
Talk to
I mean,
Eva.
I got
She
this
missed you.
globe on my head, okay? Right to the left of me, there's this guy insisting that the Traveler is flat. I don't know what to tell him. It's right there. Just look. The Traveler's not a ball. If it were a ball, look at it. Look at it. Clearly, it's a ball.
It is a ball.
You think I'm being facetious, sir, but I ran into someone at my job who was wearing a shirt that said the Earth is flat, and she handed me 2 small pamphlets and pieces of propaganda with a website on it. Jessica and I went to this website over lunch, and I think our IQs collectively dropped like 20 points. No, because she was serious.
Yeah.
No, she was serious though. She truly believed in the flat Earth, and she handed me her propaganda card, and we actually went to the site, and they did not believe the Earth was round. They also didn't believe that gravity was real. They said that gravity doesn't exist, and that the apple fell because the apple itself was heavier than the air surrounding it, and that's why it fell instead of being suspended in midair.
What?
Yeah, because you see, the reason a
Yeah.
feather floats
Yeah,
is 'cause
you're-
a feather is lighter than the air around it, so it floats down. But an apple is heavier than the air, so it.
I mean, think about the kind of ignorance you have to
Yes.
live with to argue such a thing.
Are you
Yeah.
sure the flat earthers are just not playing
Yeah,
4D
like-
chess? Are you sure they're not on another plane?
The air is heavier than the feather.
No, it's.
Alright.
Why are you holding me
Or is
responsible
it the
for
opposite?
this? I didn't write it. This is my fault. I didn't do this. Oh man, you need 1,000 candy for this game.
So,
Good lord.
I mean,
Sorry, it's 1,000 candy. What were you gonna say?
I'm just. It like made my eyes itch.
I don't blame you.
Did you feel like you had to stick your nail physically into your eye to scratch it? You were so offended.
Like, what?
It's like, you know it's a thing, but you genuinely
there,
forget
they're
that
lost.
people live their lives by it until you see someone wearing a shirt that says it unironically. She wouldn't let me buy the Flat Earth merchandise, though. I was kind of... I mean... I feel like I should do whatever... I should be able to do whatever I please, but... She... I can't buy a shirt that says the Earth is flat. Don't believe the lies. Because, you know, of all the things that the government wants... Of all the information...
Don't believe it.
Under the control of the government, the one thing that they want to keep us believing is that the Earth is a globe, when it really isn't. I feel like asking one of them one day, like, what's the end
Okay,
game?
so I have to.
Oh, what's next? What's next? Believe
Yeah.
Earth is round. What's next? And you believe we went to space?
As long as you like.
Checking,
But
checking,
we have
checking.
pictures. Elon Musk sent a Tesla. No one's driving that thing. It's just out there.
Wow. Okay.
I really hope that
Chillin'.
doesn't hit an alien planet and they're like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
Must have
Who
found
did this?
something interesting.
Checking right away.
Is there a
What is this?
primary bow?
Of course there is. The no turning back. Petra gives that to you after you beat Forsaken.
All goods
The
for
black
trade.
armory
Take a
bow.
look.
The spiteful fang is a
Thank you
primary
for
bow.
shopping at Eververse.
2 hours to the
I use that.
2 hours back.
Alright.
That's fine by me.
Subtle calamity is still the ish though. Okay, I'll have you know. It makes people explode.
Okay.
Any
Whoa.
questions?
No turning
It's a
back.
badass bow.
That is the primary.
You know I'm the bow whisperer, man.
Our inventory is stocked, so
Journey of Heaven.
Yep.
Full Calamity.
I mean, seriously, have you seen my
Oh.
inventory? No, really, have you seen it? You
No,
just check
I
my
don't think so.
inventory right. Yeah, check my
Maybe?
inventory right now. Just look at the weapons I'm using. Okay.
Eververse isn't just a
Oh
type
yeah, I
of
forgot I could do that.
family philosophy.
Let's see.
Always another mile, and forever
5,
another tomorrow.
4.
Anything for you.
Inspect player. Let's see. Ha. Oh yeah, I see a bow.
Yes, indeed.
Well, wait a second. You have 2 bows. What is this? 2 bows?
No, wait. What's the heavy?
Welcome.
Oh, the 3rd bow. What? Leviathan's breath. What the heck? What are
All
you, Green
bows,
Arrow?
everything.
Sign
Listen. All right, I went out,
Any questions?
played 18, shot 18. Kind of loses its luster after a
Okay.
while, you know.
down to
I see.
Yes, just call me
and up again.
iHawk, because I don't want to get sued.
I hawk.
Yeah,
God.
Kevin Feige's
Okay.
out there. Okay, the mouse doesn't play. Remember what they did to the? Remember what they
tell
did
me
to that
about it.
independent Star Wars film? What was it, Vader? That incredibly well-produced YouTube film. Oh man, that thing
yeah.
was bananas.
Right away, Guardian.
But they were quick to put the kibosh on it, and then the community rose up.
Listen, no,
But then the community rose up and was like, "Bruh,
Huh.
Feel enhance a guardian.
this is amazing, and you need to recognize it." And they were like, "Okay, fine. The EU still doesn't exist, though." All right, dude. Okay, so deaf. I hear that's a record label. We're gonna strike it up because I think we have one of our bounties is
Yes.
to do a strike wearing one of these silly things. And I don't know about you.
Yes. Hold on, I just have to.
Needless to say, I sent the whole ship.
I have to find the bow I can do this with. Because the quest, I need to kill Vex or Cabal with
You don't have a
bows.
secondary bow like the Subtle
Right.
Calamity or the Arsenic Bite 4B?
I do, but I don't want to unequip the Risk Runner.
Do the strikes have arc burn?
Yeah. They could, I don't know. Or either way, I want to use something
Do the
else
chickens
for
have
my
large
bow.
talents?
Just hold on
What I'm
one
trying to say is, if I mean, unless the strikes have arc burn, there's no reason for you to keep the risk runner equipped.
second. No, but I also don't want to have a bow and a hand cannon.
Why not? I run with bows and hand cannons all the time.
Anyway.
That's how I roll. Okay. Well,
You know, I don't really
you don't
like.
have to like it, you crab. All right.
Let me just find it.
So Brandon,
Hold
there's
on.
when we start doing Nightfall the Ordeal,
Yes.
this is after you hit like 900. You start climbing them ranks. When you start
Okay.
doing Nightfall the Ordeal at higher than Adept difficulty, there's going to be special enemies that pop up, like barrier champions who throw up shields. They can only be killed with armor-piercing weapons. Unstoppable enemies that are literally their namesake. You have to hit them with unstoppable versions. Like, there's mods that you can get that can damage these enemies. And because of what you can equip them to, you kind of have to make a hard decision or two on what you're carrying. So, well, me personally, arrows, I have disruption on arrows. So I can take out overload enemies with my bow, and then my hand cannon has unstoppable on it. So I usually run around with a hand cannon and a bow. You can equip something to your auto rifle though. Auto rifles can do disruption if you're not a bow person. So can submachine guns.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Or you can put armor piercing on a submachine gun and just have fun. That's also. But yeah, the only way to kill those weird special enemies are with those mods on your guns. So. And you can't put them on exotics. So, bollocks. I can't see what the strikes are, but I think it's Void Burn this week. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm Void right now. Nora's like, you can use me as a barometer for the burn
You're
this
Void.
week. Yeah. It's Void Burn. Oh, no. Death. But in the Reckoning, it's solar for some
So you
reason.
use void weapons?
Yeah, like if you... yeah, void damage is increased against you, but, it's also increased from you, so...
And void is like a
The
circle one,
purple
right?
weapons, yeah. As long as what you're using is void, you will do more damage. It's kind of annoying, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the inverted spire. Yeah, the one with the giant eyeball that shoots void eye beams at you. Remember void eye beams?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember void eye beams. All right. Do I want to be?
The risk runner is crippling you, dear.
All right.
You
So.
get kneecapped.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to switch to.
Well, what else do you have? You don't have an auto rifle
I know
for your
what to do.
secondary? Or...
I know what to do. Oh, I can use the.
How about you, sir? Are you equipped for the
what
journey?
I really should do is I should
So-
be using the calamity.
I'm trying to figure.
And then-
So you said void.
I mean, hun, you can use the graviton lance. I mean, shit, go ham.
And what's this?
Oh,
So
yeah,
you said
maybe.
Void is
purple?
the purple one. So your heavy,
Yeah, it's
your
purple.
secondary, and your heavy have elements on them. Your primary never has elements.
Okay. Oh, I see. The circle spinning thing.
That would be the void.
Got you. Oh, the hallelujah. I was saying, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
You'll get it. You'll get it. The circle purple is void.
Oh, I'll use my shotgun then.
Hey, that's all. Yeah, if you got a void
I have a
shotgun,
shotgun.
indeed. I endorse this message.
Well, actually, no. That one isn't. No, that one's a blue. Never mind.
I mean, you
I can't use that one.
but you know as well as I do. It's
I have a
future
fusion
has
rifle I
been
can
being
use.
dismantled, unfortunately. You have a fusion rifle? That's even better. Fusion rifles are some of the best things you can use.
But it's weak though. But
How
I'll
weak?
take you.
Does it drop your light by a couple or by 100?
Oh, I got a
Okay,
couple.
that's fine.
It's 785,
Okay, that's fine. That's not that bad.
and I'm like in the
Yeah,
820s.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I totally take that. That's a good idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring the. Also, don't forget, hon, when you're doing strikes, if you have Ariana's vow equipped, by the end you'll make some progress on it.
Crucible needs veterans now more than ever.
Oh, so I have a question. So during the strike, I should just use mostly the secondary and heavy for the kills,
so
or
it's not.
how do you get
You'll
credit?
Credit regardless. The only thing about the burns is you'll just do more damage if you're using those kinds of weapons. It's not a rule set in stone, but it's just something you can do if you want to, take advantage of it. You can still use your primary and whatnot all you want, and you'll still do damage. You'll just
Okay.
peel through things when you're using void weapons. So if you have like a void auto rifle as a secondary, or a cool void grenade launcher for your heavy, or a void rocket launcher like the Trust or the Colony, or you got options. Like, hun, I know you have the Colony. I'd sooner use the Colony.
The Crucible doesn't have time to consider loss.
But it's
The only way
Okay.
is
For what?
first strike. It shoots spiders.
Oh,
It's a
first
gun
Oh.
that shoots spiders. Who does that?
So for this strike,
Mm-hmm.
am I supposed to pick up the mission for someone else,
If you want to
or
take advantage of the stuff you can do during a strike, you can come over here to Zavala. He's the one that holds the strike bounties. Right over here.
got you?
You see somebody jumping in the distance?
Okay. Okay.
You see my face? Like,
Yes.
there we go.
Got you. Yes, your mask is wonderful.
That's the face of terror right there, okay? Unfortunately, that's the last face that Cade 6 saw before he died. Poor Cade.
my Titans
Oh,
are
that's
very
him.
hard.
Poor kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, void. I see.
Oh yeah, and I usually use
Okay.
that as an opportunity to switch to my Void subclass. So my friend, if you want to run around and shoot Void Hadoukens
Oh, I have to
at
switch.
things,
Oh, I forgot about
that
that.
would be very, very helpful.
Yes, I love that subclass.
Yeah,
Hadouken.
you can
Let's
definitely
see.
shoot Void Hadoukens. That's the move.
That is fun stuff.
I'm loving these Festival of the Lost masks, even though it means that people
Excellent.
wear exotic helmets now. All right, my
What
friends,
news?
I'm going to use the Lumina today. We're gonna do an experiment and see how these buffs. Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
see how
Really?
these buffs work. We're gonna see how the Blessing of the Sky works on y'all. I never get to use this thing. It's such a fun weapon that I never get to use. It's like it's the nice thorn. It heals people. It doesn't steal souls. It buffs them.
The nice
Yeah, it's like
ones.
it's when you finish up the rose. That's what it's gonna turn into. It's gonna
Mhm.
turn into a fully upgraded legendary rose, and then you have to go back and build on that to make the Lumina. Aren't you on like your
Okay.
last perk, hun? For the rose?
Yeah, actually, I am. I am on my
Yeah, you're
last
almost there. As soon as you get all of that, it'll advance a bit, and then
Okay.
you'll have 2 cool new weapons. But it does eventually turn into the Lumina.
Wonderful.
Let's
You'll get that too. Some of the exotics in this game are actually really fun, and the quests are kind of interesting. And you don't have a growing and lingering sense of diminishing returns, so it'll really be cool for you. Some of the more outspoken people in our
Okay.
community kind of recognize the
excited.
quest structure of some of these things. It's okay. Good guy Bungie's got our back, I think.
absent your efforts.
Yeah,
Good guy.
there are warlocks for us. They protect us.
They do, and they have impeccably shaved. Are you kneeling in front of? That's right. Bow down to these shoulders. Look at it.
Yeah,
Shoulders.
yeah, I'm bowing down.
Knees and toes. Knees and. What's she doing? Oh, so does. I can't take it anymore. I'm sad. All right.
Okay.
So, so you got some bounties. Once you do 8 bounties in a single
Yes.
weekly reset, you will get a pinnacle engram from Mr. Zavala himself.
I may have misjudged Garrus.
He'll just hand it to you.
Okay. And that will give me better
yeah,
armor.
like powerful. Yeah.
I mean weapons.
Powerful
Or
prime and pinnacle engrams. Those are the ones that really bump your light. Does that say Commander Zaval Ah? Oh my gosh. Who put dad jokes in the Crucible? That really does say Zaval. Ah.
Alright,
I'm done.
so you guys want to do Nightfall the Ordeal?
I don't know if man can do that. Isn't the minimum for that 860?
Oh,
Hi.
okay.
What a...
I'm saying.
Well, the
ooh.
Yeah, even the basic.
I'm
one, like,
829.
the depth, isn't that 860?
let's see. The Adept is 750.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah. You want to do Nightfall the Ordeal?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
ready to
gonna
light it
do
up.
it on Adept
Let-
difficulty anyway, because doing it on Hero
Mhm.
difficulty needs like 920.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we will do it on
Alright,
the
so
reasonable.
we're gonna do it on
So more
Adept.
grinding.
Just can you give me like 2 seconds to just
Okay.
pick something up, Luke? Yeah, just give me
Okay.
1 second. I'm just gonna hit my vault
Go ahead.
and we're good. All right.
Okay.
I give my life, not for honor, Snake eater.
Eater.
He knows. That is the greatest James
Yep, I know.
Bond intro that isn't actually a James Bond intro.
I know.
Some dude stood in front of the "He Will Not Divide Us" installation and sang it into the webcam. He had an eye patch on and everything. It was glorious.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Next time you, it might have gone over your head. Next time you watch Internet Historian's video on it, it's part of the intro.
Mhm.
The guy that sang the Snake Eater song
Wow.
right into Shia LaBeouf's eye.
That's
That was one of the
insane.
greatest stories the internet ever heard. Listen,
Shia LaBeouf's
they,
eye.
they triangulated
Yeah.
weather patterns and then looked at the flight paths of planes departing and entering nearby airports in order to locate the flag. Humanity is truly capable of great things.
Yes.
When you concentrate and weaponize autism,
Very great.
no idea what humans are capable of. What? Just look at Batman.
Guardian, you busy?
We hear you, Sagir.
We've, got an urgent vex
Stop
problem
being
in
so
the
quiet.
forest.
You can talk about autism
You can
as long as
solve
it's in a
most of
positive
those
light.
with explosions.
I mean, it's the entire
We'll
plot
take
of
a
The
look.
Predator.
Oh, what?
Yeah, this alien race that was
Kinda, sorta, yeah.
intellectually, technologically, physically superior to us in every way actually needed our autism to become the perfect organism. It's actually quite baffling.
Yeah, that was just nuts.
It's actually quite baffling. I still don't know what we watched.
Okay.
You know what's weird about the new Predator?
So,
I didn't
what
hate
exactly is the issue?
it, but
I've recreated Dendron,
I didn't
the
know
root
what
mind.
it was. Like,
I thought
Was it
I
a
could
horror
control
movie?
it.
was it a
You
comedy?
always do. That's why people
It
talk.
was supposed to be like a
Now that
dark
Panoptes has fallen, the root mind is attempting
action
to take its
comedy,
place and
I
govern the
guess.
Lydia
forest.
Munn shot herself in the
Well,
foot with a tranquilizer
Then
dart.
let's blow it up.
She said, I'm gonna run after this predator and tranquilize it. Oops. I mean, it was very strange. Call me crazy. I think predators might have been slightly better. They fed
Okay.
Adrian Brody
Yeah.
sandwiches for that movie. Did you see
Oh,
that?
no.
He actually had like biceps.
Guardian down.
Ooh. Oh God. I
Both
felt
of
the
you?
level.
This is like yawning. It's infectious. What's going on here? Oh my god.
Guardian down.
Oh my God.
Well, now that y'all can see the
That was an
effects of
accident.
void burn on an
Yeah,
unsuspecting
exactly.
populace, they're all firing void at us right now. This is terrible. It's super effective. Run, everyone, run.
Oh no! I just
You
fell
what?
again. What the heck?
You know what?
Hanging it just like
I
a...
detect collusion. Are y'all in cahoots
back
or
in action.
something? Like, am I missing something here? Is
No.
this part of the plan?
Oh, I just
No,
fell.
no, no. Yeah,
Oh.
this is part of
It's an elaborate ruse.
crap. My first time playing this level. I wish. Ooh, the submachine gun.
Is it
Powerful.
a void submachine gun?
Oh yeah.
That
No,
would've made
unfortunately
it
it's
so
not.
much better.
I
Somebody
know.
remind me to take Code of the Protector off of my character. 'Cause, that's not it. I haven't had a reason to throw down a bubble since we started playing tonight. I thought I would, but...
Oh my god. Damn.
Guardian down.
Alright. So, this is absolutely the worst
about that?
enemy to encounter, like at the start of a level. I don't know what they were thinking, but this thing just shoots void bombs. Alright, are we good? Alright, everybody.
Yeah. I'm back
Welcome
in
back to
action.
the fold. Welcome back.
Woo.
Welcome back. There are cookies on the side.
Oh yeah.
If you happen
Candy.
to see a...
Yeah,
if you
there's
happen to
candy.
see a massive volley of void bombs headed your way, can you like... Yeah. Yeah.
Don't die?
Let's not... Let us not...
No,
It's rough
Okay.
out in these streets.
just a bunch of
Yeah, like
fireballs.
as soon as the level started, we were like, oh,
That's
hey,
when that be
it's
happening.
infinite- Ah!
Oh yeah. Well, that's because
Yeah,
I
someone
got
clearly
tricked.
had an argument with their wife before coming in to design this level. They're like, F Bunchy, F Activision, I'm gonna stick a bunch of hydras at the beginning of the level.
Ooh.
Do you know how to do those, buddy? Say yes. Yeah.
Or a finisher?
Alright.
Yes.
So, you can actually buff those. So you can
Wrong
actually
button.
buff those with your mark. There's different effects that you can put on your
Okay.
finisher. For you, not the mark. It's the bond, the Warlock bond. The very last, the second to last slot on it. You can put in like different effects for your finishers, like regenerate special ammo, generate an overshield, gain your health back, reload all your weapons. Like
Okay.
there's different effects, so it makes it worthwhile for you to do your super. No, it's crazy. I think I might put.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I was telling Jessica about it, but then she like looked at me and then laughed in my face. So and she walked off while doing the bad romance dance. She has that equipped, by the way.
Oops.
But for the rest of us weak people who need them buffs, you can totally do that.
Okay. Let's buff it.
Buff it. Stick it. I don't think that's how it goes.
Oh, jeez. Nope, that's not how it goes.
What if your first name is Warren? Then does it work?
Maybe.
We all getting paid. All right.
Maybe.
That's what I like to hear, folks. That's what I like to hear. The Hive are clearly using the Queen Breaker. Drop kick. So
Ooh.
that's just
Wow.
funny. I just love it. They just ragged all out. Oh, that was a miscalculation on his part.
Yeah.
Who saw that? Oh, he was
Yeah.
canceled.
I saw it.
I hit him with the Twitter feed +5. He instantly vanished from existence.
Guardian down.
It's poor soul.
Oh, whoops.
Huh?
What? Don't you see that she has the bounty
I
fall
got-
off of the stage at least once in every area?
No,
Oh.
I
It's a
just
very hard bounty to get, I've heard.
I got
Hey, listen.
in that thing's face.
That would be an impressive feat.
Wouldn't it be? But if anybody can do it, I believe it. I'm with her. Okay. I think she can do it. When they look at our highlight reel, it's just going to be entirely in midair.
Oh, nice. I did a finish.
Nice. All right. So how is everybody's bounties looking? Everybody
Yeah, I
doing
did.
something that's contributing? Because I got to tell you. All right. The expert penguin
let's
philosophy
see.
should always state that you should be killing at least 2 birds with 1 stone at any given time. At least 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
things are
defeating
moving along.
Vanguardian.
Man,
Vanguardian.
that was like the most unsure sounding thing I've ever encountered. Y'all all right?
Well,
Yeah, Void.
I just
Yeah,
looked
no,
at
Void.
my make boys blah, make bows, not war.
sweet.
And I'm like 1%. So I guess, you know,
How many
making
things have you
progress,
killed with a
but
bow?
it's kind of slow. I don't know, like, according to my other thing that tracks how many things I have killed in the strike so far.
I say just get it out of the way. You know,
it
whenever I have a weapon bounty,
36.
okay, that's cool. Well, look, whenever I have a weapon bounty, and it's a weapon I typically don't use, get it out of the way. You know, just use it and get it out of the way because
Makes sense.
it's easier to do it at the beginning of the level than at the end. That, and you will inadvertently gain an appreciation for that bow life.
Many elements of your first visit have been recreated.
I don't know what's with
Only
all
the
this
algorithm
anti-bow
is missing.
racism I keep encountering, but I
Fight
need to
as
get
if
on
your
that
life
boat.
depends on it.
Yeah.
Because it does.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, when I get a
See,
bow,
yeah,
I'll
like
try to
this
keep it.
isn't your fault.
It won't happen again.
Yes. It
Why do you have to turn Osiris into like Matthew Lillard from Hackers? You know we did that, right? This is basically what we did. We turned Osiris into Max Headroom. Well,
Into
Max
who?
Headroom.
Out of bullets.
He lives in the computer, you know, he's always stuttering and talking about probabilities. So, Osiris got maybe a little bit of a retcon as far as the content of his character.
They're poisoning the world with radiolaria.
He was legendary,
hiding a
revered for his defiance
root mind is
to
trying
the
to keep us from that
organized
spire.
structure of the
Smart.
Vanguard.
You see that
He even
beam?
had fanatics
It's
that followed
controlling
him.
this entire region through a
Who
series of
believed
modules and
in
arc
his
energy.
own, you know,
Well, it won't stay
because
intact
Osiris
for long.
looked into the infinite forest and saw something that no one else did, and having fully believed in what he saw, set out to prepare himself and the Vanguard for what he believed was
After the
coming.
Guardian destroyed the root
He
mine
used to
the
be
first
the
time,
Warlock
we
Vanguard
spent
before
weeks
Ikora.
taking the simulation apart. The Vex have rebuilt it entirely.
However, in Curse of
You really
Osiris,
messed things up
he's
this
still
time,
kind of
Osiris.
doing that.
It was a risk I had to take, Segura. The
You
Guardian
know,
has
he's
this
still in
handled.
here crunching numbers and figuring out probabilities. But his overall role in the story proper is kind of less than you would think.
Yeah.
Like, you do end up stopping something in
Oh!
Curse of Osiris. We'll definitely see it. Like, you do end up stopping something in Curse of Osiris, but it's not exactly what you thought. I hear Ryan Johnson calls that subverting expectations. I think he wrote the story for Curse of Osiris, from what I've heard.
Uh-oh, he did?
That would explain so much.
boy.
Watch the
I
temporal
almost
shielding
choose
on
to
that
believe it.
Minotaur. It'll erase your bullets like you've never fired them.
I could tell you
Oh,
about how
God.
expectations were
Guardian
subverted.
down.
Damn.
Wow. That was a deadly shoulder
Uh-oh.
charge. I mean, like, 8 things died, but... Yeah. Nothing but a ghost and a piece of cheese was left. Stay back for your own safety. I have 10 seconds left. I have 10
geez.
seconds
Oh,
left, so
yeah.
if you don't have to risk
Oh,
your
okay.
life, please don't. 3 seconds.
Back in
you're good.
action.
Okay,
See,
good.
bows. This is a perfect opportunity to use bows. If you've got a subtle calamity with dragonfly on it, even better. I think that's how I grew to like bows in the first place. My first subtle calamity had dragonfly on it. Dragonfly makes enemies explode when you kill them with precision.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was a
Oh,
bow
nice.
that was just making things explode. We have to kill the box and the shield so we can hit the Minotaur and his Minotaur jubblies.
Oh.
Yeah, you see those Vex boxes up there?
I didn't expect the
gotta
Vex
shoot
would
him.
have their defenses on this path established so quickly. Be
Oh
careful.
man, and there's candy
You
everywhere.
didn't expect Osiris. Don't you spend your days looking into the probability of event? You know what? Clearly, Brian Cox wrote the story. Right after he finished Halo 5 Guardian
slacking.
story, he was like, "Hey, I can throw in some work for Destiny."
Ooh.
Yeah, that's who
Okay.
Brian Cox is. I was wondering why nobody flinched when I said his name. Yeah, that's the writer for Halo 5 Guardians. Blah. Okay.
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
Man.
So Jessica and I played through every single Halo back to back, and she was completely blown away by
Uh-oh.
how ridiculous Halo 5 story was. And I don't mean ridiculous in a good way.
I still have to play it.
All right.
No, I love
All right,
not.
Jessica, do you want to tell him, or do you want me to tell him, or are you gonna tell him? I think he's trying to climb the wall.
Well,
He's really trying though. He's really going at it. Like I didn't know. The door is right here.
Oh, okay.
I just looked up at him. I'm like,
yes,
what's he doing? It's like this isn't part of the probability chain. Sitting over here playing 5D chess. He's like, you don't have to go under the wall if you go through it. Okay, stay low.
Exactly. Or even above it.
All right, all right. There's Vex at the top of the steps. This sweet business catalyst is baffling me.
whoa.
I don't understand it. It's saying you have to kill enemies in groups of 4 or more. So basically the only way to advance this thing is to kill 4 enemies with it at any given time? That's a lot harder than it sounds, especially when there's like other people competing for the same kills.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta do like a solo.
They did kind of buff it though. It used to have a clip of 100, now it has a clip of 150. So there's that.
Okay.
I mean, it's the least they could do after they took away my auto reload barrier. Now I can't fire it for 30 seconds straight like a little.
Yeah.
Around. What else did I miss when I was out?
I miss
We
vanilla.
jumped off a bunch of gravity cannons. Does that count?
How did that?
That's the only thing I miss from vanilla.
Yes.
Okay, alright.
What do you
I
miss from
missed my
vanilla?
auto reloading barrier that let me fire sweet business until it was just literally out of ammo.
Yeah.
Like the tip of the gun would be like glowing red. It was just a beautiful thing. Alright, watch it, because those giant guys are going to be the ones that'll kill you repeatedly. Yeah, the giant, the Minotaurs are going to eat you. I'm going to go over there and get that, that junior Minotaur in the face. Don't mind me, I'll be right back. You will not divide us.
Okay, good luck.
Oops. Alright.
What the?
Oh, I got it.
Oh! That's another one. Alright, I'm going to knock down these barriers. You can start shooting Minotaurs now. Oh, great, it's hobgoblins. I love it.
Thank you. Woo.
My favorite enemy. Boop!
Nice.
Oh, yeah. You know, somebody's got to be the expert penguin in the coal mine. I am happy to fulfill my role.
Yep.
It's the flank. Nobody did a finisher? Oh, man.
Woo! Yeah, I'm trying to bow things from the face.
Oh, yeah. You can bow them from far away. I mean, bows aren't exactly the best weapon to use at close range. Okay. Anyway. Anywho.
I'm using it, period. I need to bow things in the face.
You can bow them in the knee. Didn't Bethesda teach you that?
No.
Fallout 76?
I wanted to calculate the probability of a
I was hoping the
Vex-driven
root mine would
future
take longer to get
until
set
I
up,
caught an arrow to
but its
the
arc
knee.
beam is at full intensity. It'll be as tough as it was the
I think
first time.
Panoptes said that.
I wasn't here for that. I think I was dead.
Panoptes said that.
Don't be
Pretty sure
dramatic.
that was a quote.
You were
Okay.
asleep.
I saw things in the dark.
You know where that quote really comes
The
from.
Traveler
Don't you
was
play
there.
coy, sir. All right.
And it was so small.
I do?
Yeah, that's from Skyrim, bro.
You
don't know. You know about the
yeah.
arrow to the knee meme. Come on. What?
Oops.
You watch Big Brother. I thought you of all people would have an acute knowledge of the latest memes, given just how much of the discourse of that show occurs on Twitter. Like you just be inadvertently running into memes nonstop.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't happen?
Yeah, we do. They love memes on.
Of course they do. I
And on
haven't
Twitter.
seen it.
Yes, they do.
All right, yeah. It's a bit much, okay? But they get away with it.
Yeah, yes.
They get away with it, though.
is.
They don't get hit with the silence crab. Because, you know, some companies are just really disingenuous with their memes.
Ah!
Guardian down.
That's why we have Wendy. and the silence crab. Show these companies how it's done.
Okay. Wendy, William.
Yeah, Wendy will just.
Oh my god.
Isn't that a giant
cut ass.
spider?
Oh, yes, the giant spider. The silence brand spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely a thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So.
Damn. There's so many enemies. I love it. I'm mad now though. Let's see.
No! Hadouken!
No! Oh no! I fell to my
You
death.
know what? He put on a firework so astounding she could not help but fall off the stage. Feel proud of yourself, sir. Feel.
Thanks.
She was
Unfortunately,
in
she
awe.
died for it.
Wait, where are you? I don't even see.
I fell through the floor. I fell all the way to the bottom. I'll just.
You hear that, folks? She has reached a level of falling so profound she can fall through solid floor.
No, you know, not through the floor. Oh, jeez. Man, a lot of enemies.
You were saying?
here.
You blinked and you woke up, you became the T-1000? Are you Edward Furlong? Are you Robert Patrick? Wait a minute. Where are you? I came down here to save you, and I think I got lost.
Fuck.
I was right.
Well, time for me to re-examine my biases. Looks like she made it without me. Well, excuse me.
Awesome.
I thought she got fridged. Okay, everyone's dead.
No.
Yeah, I'm dead, but I'm coming back in 5 seconds.
Out, presumptuously trying to save you is what saved me. Thank you, fate. So I'm gonna die when I go up there. Oh, there's just a bunch of things exploding.
Oh
it's
yeah.
just a bunch of things, and there's
Yeah.
a giant.
There's a lot of void, I noticed.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's like a Hydra shooting void missiles.
Thank you.
Well, I've got a shield over here if you guys need some cover. You know.
Ooh, oh god, yeah. Oh my god.
Sorry,
Hey, that's a wanted enemy right there.
What's he wanted for? Probably tax evasion, right? Right.
And he's running.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, that happened to me earlier. I saw a wanted enemy, it saw me and just bolted. I've never seen that. Never seen that happen. It did.
Coward.
yeah, that's like bananas.
That's how you know it's tax evasion. That's how you know when they run from you? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What's that enemy's name? Wesley of the Snipes? I love some of these enemies' names, though. Not gonna lie. I think the Cabal have the most dramatic
Cut
names.
arc power from the spire. Nice work.
And Dendron's not
They
happy
do.
about it.
Yeah, I
Stand by.
think the Cabal have very epic
What
sounding
in the
names.
world?
Yeah, remember I said something about a void eyeball that
God.
shoots void laser beams from its void eye? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna be back here balancing my checkbook. Y'all got this, right? Alright.
Yeah, we got it.
I'm just gonna hit my shoulder button right here. Alright. Alright, sweet business.
Oh,
How about the
man,
whole
I missed.
clip? Alright, so if one of you stays near me, you kind of see what I'm doing. I'm trying to pay attention to this thing. Because it goes around the platform in a 360 and it's really easy to forget about. Because like you'll be in cover and then it'll just float behind you and hit you in the back with an eye beam.
Guardian down.
And you don't want that to happen. So just like just kind of pay attention to it so it doesn't get the jump on you. Kill the things first.
Thank you.
Okay. 2 of these
I'm back.
Minotaurs are
Okay.
active. We're gonna have to run
Yes.
and fast, or they're gonna kill us.
Okay, I'm running.
Guardian down.
Oh my god. He
Oh,
stepped
they
on
gave me the Misfit, an arc weapon, during Void Burn. Thanks, guys. I'm telling you, Rahul and Luke Smith conspire every day and think up new ways to troll me. Y'all don't want to believe it. man.
I believe it.
Everything is
Run.
void.
Run. Everything is void.
I mean,
Oh,
I
no.
tried.
Away.
You are floating
Okay,
in
I'm back.
mid-air.
Okay. Ah.
Holy life, Batman. Good
Dude.
stuff. Run. Don't jump. You will become a target. I'm gonna save you, Root.
Guardian
I'm coming
down.
for you. I'm
Damn.
sliding on my butt. Alright, I'm gone. I'm out. It's too hot. It's too hot over there. It's too hot.
Yeah, it's
Arr.
hot. Run. Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Oh,
Oh, my
no.
God.
Oh my god. What?
Jessica, be careful.
Mash X, mash X. You know, sometimes.
I light
Yeah.
faded away.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so, you know what I'm gonna say, right? Alright, hold on. Alright, before we do anything.
Yes.
Healing rifts. Alright.
Bless you.
So, one
Yeah.
thing-
Okay.
I think.
I was just saying healing rifts and two things. Every so often, these guys situated around the arena, when you see Vex coming out of the portal near them, that means they're probably about to activate. So a dome appears, a box appears in the dome, and we can't damage them until we destroy the box, etc. So I don't know why there were like 3 of them running at us, but let's just try and manage them. Because we can do them one by one, I think, if we're just deliberate enough. So we'll take out the Vex first, and then them, and then Vex, and then them, and, you know, that should work. That should keep us from getting obliterated.
Yes.
Right? Shoulders akimbo. We got this?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Is that a crab on her? That's a crab.
Yep. Crab.
Alright, hold on. Wait. Let me put on my mask. Let me put on my good luck mask. Hold on. I need to switch to the chicken for this.
Oh, boy.
Listen, man. I don't question the methods, okay? I just know it works.
Not a crab. I'm a Vex.
You are... You know what? You are indeed. Alright, if you're ready to start, we can shoot that box up there, and this fight is underway. And the fight's underway. Alright. So remember,
Okay.
portals first, Vex, and then we'll take out Minotaurs. And that should work out. Let me get out my fighting lion, actually. That's actually smarter. I'm using a shotgun because it's a bounty, but... You know, if the Vex were shooting, what's it called everywhere? If the Vex were shooting Arc, that would have been a perfect opportunity to use the Risk Runner. That would have been beautiful.
Oh yeah. But sadly they are not.
Alright, we got Vex coming out of a portal now. And if I shoot another arrow into
Oh,
the
what?
Yeah, these Vex are dying. You know what weapon that is? All 3 of us. It's that teamwork. Alright, so I think...
Makes the dream work.
So I think we can damage the boss now. I'll keep an eye out for the Minotaur that comes alive.
Okay.
But you'll know when it happens. More Vex.
Okay.
Watch out for them laser beams.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
These platforms, these blocks that you're using for cover can appear and disappear at any time, so just, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I love wrinkles. I like irons even more, but wrinkles all over this place. Fighting Lion is taking out roots. I'm liking this. Also, there's orbs everywhere. Remember, if you die, the orbs will disappear. I hear a Minotaur coming to life, but I don't see a Minotaur coming to life. Up, see the dome? All right.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, your shield.
I'll
Yeah,
take
the
out.
dome.
I'm gonna jump in there and take out the dome, and then let's just take out the crab people.
Oh my God.
Dome's down.
Okay.
Fuck.
All right, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dale Dimmadome. Take it out. And do it without a large hat.
Oh my God.
See that?
Oh my God.
All right, dear Dimmadome,
Nice.
owner of the Dimmsdale Dimmadome. You did it.
Guardian down.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. It took me a while to be able to say that. Bless that voice actor and his talents. how you say that 10 times fast.
Wow, that's a deep cut.
I was wondering, again, I keep wondering why I keep getting hit
Yeah.
with these silences.
Hold on. Good.
Are you dead? I'm coming for you. Okay.
I'm back. Ooh.
There are I-beams in play. Let's take out this Minotaur, though, before we do anything else. Alright. Watch out, the eyeball laser is free. Alright.
Oh, God.
Someone, if you can, throw a healing rift on top of my body and get your revive on, because there's no cover to hide from that eyeball.
Okay, I got it.
Very nice. Did you Nova Bomb that thing?
Oh, shit.
I noticed it just lost like half of its life bar instantly.
Amazing.
I'm sitting on my super right now, so you know, just planning to hopefully planning to be clutch.
Oh my god.
All right, I hear Minotaurs, I hear
I'm ready.
ads everywhere. Time for some heavy? Sounds like a time for heavy.
Okay, heavy. You
I
got it.
just pulled out my machine gun. Yeah.
I'm out of
Okay.
heavy, actually.
Over here. All right. 1 Minotaur.
I got a
goes
heavy.
down. All right, I'm gonna go to the other side and take out the.
Guardian down.
Ah!
All right, I'm gonna take out the. The other shield. You ready, sir? Other shield is down.
Oh shit.
That looks like my super. Is that my super? I think it's my super.
Oh my god. No! Oh.
Get him! Get him!
Damn it, he kicked me off the level. Ah. He stopped me off the level.
I'm gonna
Let me get you,
respawn.
sir. You're able to be revived. I got you. The eyeball just shot a Nova Bomb at us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh!
Who gave the eyeball the ability to shoot Nova Bombs?
He
Oh
really
my god.
did.
Okay. Yeah,
Bob
right?
and weave. I'm mad now.
That eyeball will not divide us, okay?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I know the
Wow.
thing. Scary.
Yeah, that thing
He's throwing Nova
out of its
bombs.
retinas.
Yep.
Now, David Ayer had been the writer. He said, aha, now that's what I call a retina display.
I got a helium rip.
He's like, no, not a big friend. That is not a joke. Like, poor Slipknot. All he wanted to do was prove that he could climb anything. He could climb anything, except that of Suicide Squad. So I'm just gonna keep hitting this thing with grenades. Since y'all are just pooping on my dad jokes.
He's almost dead.
Woo! It's down.
No.
Yay!
Root mine has been neutralized. Osiris,
Hey, I got 6
if you had
chocolate
any
strange
plans
coins
this
for
thing
that.
when you simulated
How about
it,
that?
I'm afraid there's not much
Me
of it
too.
left.
Me too.
You've done
Yeah.
well, Guardian. That corpse could be useful. I'll retrieve it soon.
That was fun.
Bruce
Yeah.
Tickett with the chains. Tobin Bell with the saw. Anthony Hopkins, I'm eating them raw. They don't know who we are. Yeah, she knows. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, what are you doing with your feet? Did you see that?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe that it's called the Bone Daddy Dance or something.
Well,
like
excuse me.
Oh, I got an achievement.
Oh, you
On
did?
the
Oh,
breakfast.
wow. That must have been the... I think that's the first time he ever fought.
My first Nightfall
Yeah,
strike.
nice.
Yeah.
that.
Just knocking
that's
out
cool.
those cheeves. Knocking out them achievements. How you feel about that? That was actually pretty good.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's
Look at that.
pretty
He's
cool.
829. At this rate, he will be 832 by next month. No, no. Just no. We're on our way. We're on our way. That was good. You get anything? Get anything
Oh
powerful?
yeah,
from
definitely.
that? Powerful engrams.
Yeah, I have some. Oh, engrams.
you know.
Let's see. That's a collection, right?
Well, yeah. Or if you don't have enough, you know. No. It goes in your inventory. Like you got drops. You got drops for beating that thing.
Ah.
Like I got some boots. I don't
Oh,
need
okay.
boots, but they gave me boots. I'm not gonna complain. How about you? What'd you get?
Candy.
You get no drops.
Let's see.
You should have gotten something.
Oh yeah, no engrams.
What about weapons?
Hmm.
Armors?
Empty.
Anything.
Let's see. Yeah. Well, I have some helmets I could use, but I can't use it yet until
Oh, you have to.
we finish the. Yeah.
It's nuts. I told y'all. The chicken mask. It's. The chicken mask is that was the secret sauce. That was what did it, huh?
Oh, cool. I
Just
didn't
call
got
me
a
the
bow.
Colonel.
No. Never mind. No, that is just a rifle.
You got a Did you just say you got a
Never
rifle
mind.
that shoots arrows? Like a bow?
No, I thought it looked like a bow. Never mind. No, just
You know how cool that would be?
a scout rifle.
I'm like, did you get bronze
know.
weapon from Game of Thrones?
Soon.
Cersei's like, here, take this crossbow. Go and betray your friends.
Yeah, take it. Do what you gotta
And
do.
Bronn was like, yeah, sure. I'm not known as the most untrustworthy sword to ever trace the Seven Kingdoms. Sure, I'm gonna do that, Cersei.
Exactly.
No, I'm not. No. So, I'm sure by now we have all heard the scuttlebutt that D&D, Dumb and Dumber,
Yes.
Dungeons and Dragons themselves
Oh God.
have
The chosen
chosen ones indeed. George R.R. Martin's hand-picked chosen ones because they apparently guessed the ending. So they have stepped down from their Star Wars epic. Yes, they will no longer be doing the Star Wars movie.
Yeah, they did.
Meaning that they pretty much nuked season 8 for nothing. Okay?
Yep.
They did it for nothing because they ultimately turned the project down. Damn it. And
Yeah.
hindsight is like 30-30 right now. But on top of that, the Game of Thrones prequel that they had going, it was supposed to be set like 3,000 years before the story proper with Naomi Watts or whatever. That got obliterated. That got canceled as well.
Yeah, that's
no more
not
wattage.
happening.
No
Well,
more
I feel
wattage.
like we know what happens when you give D&D a budget and no book material to work off of, and I think HBO just didn't want to take that chance.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that.
But they apparently are working on a different one that is based on the Targaryens.
Yes. So.
And there is a book for that.
So in light of those cancellations, we are instead getting a prequel not set 3,000 years before Game of Thrones, but 300 years. HBO has they've gotten a 10-episode straight-to-series order for House of the Dragon.
Ooh.
It is a Game of Thrones prequel. It's being written by George R.R. Martin and Ryan Condal, thereby also dashing any hope at all that The Winds of Winter will be finished on time.
Eververse isn't just a title.
Looking forward to exploring the origins of House Targaryen in visual form after exploring it in book form in Fire and Blood. He's never finishing it. It's over. It's like George. What did you...
done.
George. Just one, update your computer. Okay, first and foremost. And two, finish your book.
That's funny.
How does he have time to write another prequel? He's
Yeah.
writing a prequel for the prequel he already wrote.
Oh, I do have an
George.
So I will have you know that Fire and Blood is actually part one of that story. There's supposed to be a second. Yeah, there's supposed to be. So the first.
It just made me clench.
You know, I was a little confused by this because I was like, wait a minute. You know, this book's about to end. I'm getting to the last maybe 20 or 30 pages, and we're still not even close to, you know, the people that I'm familiar with, you know? And it turned out that he decided to do volumes 1 and 2 of Fire and Blood.
Goodness.
So, yeah. So, I don't know what the deal is with Winds of Winter.
That's incredible.
But if he's gonna publish Fire and Blood Volume 2 before
Oh my
Winter. We're gonna be waiting.
George
on how
R.R.
many.
Martin is the 50 Cent of fantasy novelization. I am convinced at this point. I said George R.R. Martin is the 50 Cent of fantasy novelization. Yes, I said it. He's trolling us all.
Explain.
Because this book is still not finished. He was able to write a prequel book that he apparently planned further volumes for, and now he's developing a show based on the book he just wrote instead of the book he should have been writing. This book will never get written. I'm not a pessimist, but
How old is he? Is he like in
I don't
his
know. I think
80s?
he's I don't know. I think his
Right?
social security number is somewhere in the early hundreds. I think. You know.
7?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that because there's a very real chance
I mean, listen.
die before. I mean, I'm not just being grim. Like he's
And like
not
he's not
young.
like
I
in the best
appreciate
shape.
like how facetious he can be sometimes.
Yeah.
I like his fiery spirit where he's like, "Shut up! I'm not gonna die before I." But I mean, at this rate, George, I mean, it takes a while to develop a TV
I
show.
mean, yeah, he's too.
I'm just being realistic, George.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
I'm not sure about
What can
this.
I
I'm
do
not
for
too
you,
sure about this. How? I mean,
Okay, he's
Yeah,
71.
okay, that he's not
Oh,
as old
boy.
as he could be,
So,
I guess.
I mean, he could, yeah, but you know what? When you're 71 years old and
Some stuff really starts
you
breaking down.
have volumes of a book you have not written.
He does. He's got a lot of those. Yeah. He's got a whole book that he hasn't finished.
Yeah, he's too
He's
busy
got-
to finish writing.
We have grown as humans
But dear,
in the
I mean,
time
I
it's
guess
taken him to do this.
I know.
mean, the crazy thing is, Winter is not even the last
Yeah, it's-
book.
It's the
of
second
the
to last.
series.
Yeah, it's the second to last one.
It's the
Yeah.
second to last book. So there's a very unless he really steps on it at some point. I mean, there's a real chance we're not gonna get to see the end of this story as he has it planned
so
out.
what if? Right. What if he's been writing both books at the same time, and that's why it's taken this long?
That would be cool.
Can you imagine?
You know, that would be cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
that'd
that
be cool, but
would be, you know, I hope so. I hope that
that'd be kind
he's
of. I don't
been-
know.
I know that's
Yeah.
the most wishful thinking
I hope
imaginable.
so. No,
and I know I'm
seriously.
being, but yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to my brain, because I think Winds of Winter is in the editing phase, right? And as we know, they're
Yeah.
editing it
Oh,
by
yeah.
ink and quill, so and parchment. So who knows when that's gonna get out of editing? Heck. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have heard about his editing process.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of crazy. Like, most people, okay, write things on a word processor
Microsoft.
and then they email a file or whatever, use, you know, these like standard
Yeah,
tools.
generally.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
He does not do that. He writes on like MDOS.
And
I'm not even
MS-DOS.
exaggerating. And
Whoa.
It's like
he
air gapped.
doesn't like so he doesn't like, you know, take his file and send it to his
No, he does
editor
not.
somehow.
He prints it out.
okay?
and-
What he does is he
Oh my
prints
God.
out pages and pages and pages of this. And I don't know if you've seen these books, Brandon. They're each
Yes.
1,000 pages.
Oh yeah, I own book. I own 5
Yeah.
books, but
Yeah.
digitally.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta put that in perspective.
So yeah, he prints them all out and then
That's dumb.
like hand delivers them to his editor. So
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
really
With
does
the paper.
poor yeah.
Yeah, he does that.
So editing phase means lots of trees are dying right
Yeah.
now.
Well, you see,
Yeah.
the thing is, all right, George R.R. Martin does not have time for our modern conveniences like spell check and Windows So no,
What?
seriously, he's been like, he's on a late night. I think he was on either Conan or he was on a talk show, and he was like, no, he's like, I don't like spell check because he's like, I'm writing my characters' names, and I don't need it trying to correct me when I'm trying to write Daenerys. Been quoted saying this. So
Yeah.
he types all of his shit out on a green screen, air-gapped computer. Yes, air-gapped, in case you don't know, means that it has no ability to or any connection to the internet whatsoever. So on said air-gapped DOS computer, he then types out this crazy-ass novel and then prints it and spends God knows how much either mailing it or hand-delivering it to his editor, who then has to look through this. And I bet his editor like uses the proofreading symbols and everything when he's, just to keep the string of.
He has to. I mean, if he has to do it by hand, he can't. He can't edit on. He can't use software because it's a printout.
Yeah, but then how do they send it? But then wait,
that's crazy.
I have to ask George. Then how do they send it to the publishing company? They just send a giant stack of papers. How does it get into mass production? What poor soul has to actually then type it into a computer? Because somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I'm assuming they hire someone at one point or the other to actually type it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably type it on like 10 hours a day.
That the man who has no qualms about just torturing his characters in the worst of ways has no problem doing that to his writing and editing team. Are we surprised? Are we surprised?
I mean, hey, they're getting paid.
No.
That's just the craziest thing I've ever seen, heard, or listened to. George, bless your soul. I don't know what to say anymore. Nothing makes sense. Oh my goodness. All right, so are we sufficiently?
Nothing makes sense
anymore when George R.R. Martin's involved. He looks like Dumbledore. He's nearly as old as him at this point. I'm just worried. Okay. But at the very least, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss aren't writing Game of Thrones or Star Wars, so that's two franchises that have just dodged a serious bullet. I don't want to be mean.
But they're doing Netflix.
Yeah, well, Netflix has a seemingly unlimited capacity for punishment when it comes to throwing shit at the wall. So I mean,
Yep, you're right.
I think they can handle it. Like if they can handle the Cloverfield paradox, I feel like D&D would have to really try to offend Netflix. Like they'd have to really put their ankles into offending Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, this would be like the last strike. If they mess up,
yeah,
then
I feel
they're
like
done.
their nerd cred is pretty burned at this point. They would have to really knock this one out of the park. They're like Bethesda right now.
So did you hear about what they said? So they recently were at the Austin Film
I know what you're
Festival.
about to say.
Oh,
I know
gotta
what
hear
you're
this.
about to say. You want to say
I
it?
gotta
Or should
hear
I?
this.
You say it.
They were being interviewed, and they apparently were like, yeah, we didn't know what we were doing. We just, basically, we didn't know how to work with costume designers, and we didn't know how to work with location scouts, and we actually just, like...
They flew by the seat of their pants.
I don't know.
They learned it as they went along.
I get it.
And apparently they also couldn't really reconcile the more fantastical elements of the story, so they either undermined those elements or cut them out entirely, which is why stuff like The Prince That Was Promised and the Direwolves and War Game, a lot of those elements were either cut down or removed entirely to make the story more accessible for normies. That word becomes more relevant every day. We used to not say that in the real world, but now we have to.
Normies.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty offensive to me. That they were like, oh, well, we didn't want just people who are into fantasy watching. We wanted people who, like, are into football and people who are...
crazy.
It's like,
I mean...
People
can cross over.
It's weird to me that you made that decision based on... that really
that was the weirdest thing to me. It's like, wait, this is a show with fans. Like, what do you mean you don't want to make the story for the people that like the fans of the show are expecting that stuff. But yeah, so
Exactly.
apparently this show being good for like 6 seasons was a fluke.
It was kind of they pretty much admitted it. They were like, yeah, we and when it comes to the characters, they were like, yeah, we wrote the characters one way, and then the actors came in and they did it their own way.
Yeah,
the
they
fuck?
said they let
So,
the actors
yeah.
have control over like the direction of their characters, which might explain why Arya
Yeah.
turned
Wait a
into
second,
Batman.
But yeah, like what the hell is going on? I mean, but like, what about
Yeah.
the books? I mean, they based the show off the books. I mean, didn't they ask George?
You know what's crazy is that George apparently it had to have gone on with his knowledge. I mean, he was there. He wrote a few episodes. I think he stopped contributing to
Yeah,
the show around when season 5. I think is when he stopped having a hand in things.
I guess.
Season 5, I think, is when he
I know it was
stopped
after the wedding.
writing for the
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
That explains why Jon Snow got into so many battles. Like every year, he gets into a major big battle.
Yeah, he did. That's very true.
Yeah, but I mean, in the book, that's not totally off what happened in the book.
Not
Yeah,
entirely
you're
off.
right.
He's still, yeah, most of what happened to John up until season
6?
6, you know.
Yeah, when he
Or
came back.
5.
Mhm,
Yeah,
sorry.
after.
But in their defense,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think they gave
Oh yeah,
his,
he's seen the Night King.
in their
Yeah.
defense though, I think his wildling girlfriend did get more of a satisfying arc/end in the
Conclusion,
show
yes,
than she did in
That's
the book.
true. In the book,
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember that.
in the book, you're not even sure what happened to her. In the book, it's like he thinks he sees someone
Yeah,
with
like a
red
white.
hair dead
Mhm.
in the battlefield, but he's no, not a white,
person?
like a
Oh,
dead person.
Ugh.
Yeah,
With red hair.
in the battlefield with red hair, but he's not sure, and he doesn't go check, and that's the end. It's like, what? Shouldn't you go check though? That
Yeah,
is
nah,
your
he
girlfriend.
J.J. Abrams it.
Mhm.
He hit John with the
Yeah.
mystery box
Yeah.
and then left it open.
Yeah. So that is not cool, I think. But
Yeah.
I feel like
and they also said that the story they wrote for season 6 is completely divorced from anything they heard from George R. R.
yeah.
Which is interesting to me because for a while they were saying that, oh no, we talked to him and he
Yeah,
kinda
I
told
remember that.
us
Yeah.
where he wants the story to go. But
Oh,
that's not what they
Yeah.
said recently. They were like, nope.
liars.
You know, it's so funny
Yeah.
because for a lot of people, the Dorne plot is for many people when they felt that the show started to lose the plot. So that lines up
Yeah,
about
it's
right.
pointless.
Season 6, yeah, that lines up. 'Cause
Yeah.
people, that's
Yeah, like Dorne was kind of useless.
Yeah. That kinda
turned
went
the
nowhere.
Sand Snakes into Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Oh heavens! It will go down in infamy. It will go down in infamy.
Mm.
Yeah.
But at least we
That's
know
a shame.
everything now, right? Right.
So then, did they talk about the ending? So I guess what the ending isn't accurate to what George wanted to do.
It's not. Apparently, it has nothing to do with what he wanted. No.
I think he was quoted as
Okay.
I
Oh,
think
so
he
then,
was quoted as
Yeah.
saying that some of the beats, like some of the destinations, are similar, but the journey to them are completely different as he has them envisioned in his head. He was like they hit the beats, some things happened, but they didn't reach them
Yeah.
the way I would have, and that was like, yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
so that means
Yeah,
Daenerys still dies, I guess.
Not necessarily. I mean,
Yeah, that's
honestly, I think it makes sense, right? That if you're gonna say she is such a badass that she made it all the way here, and she has these dragons that she is ruthless. Like, you can't not be ruthless and get to where she needs to go.
Yeah, and
Yes.
But the way they did it, it's like she basically lost her mind in like a couple of episodes.
yeah, I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
I think there's enough. I was telling somebody the other day, there's enough adequate shading on the character. If you notice, as her quest deepens and as her armies grow and as her power grows, she kind of starts subtly shifting from, I don't want to keep the wheel going. I don't want to redefine the wheel. I want to break the wheel. And I'm going to change everything. And libertad. And si se puede. She goes from that to increasingly talking about her entitlement to the throne and how it belongs to her and how it's her birthright and her destiny. Like, she shifts subtly. Her messaging starts to change. And, with more episodes, I'm pretty sure we could have made it make more sense than that.
Yeah. They need like another season.
Well, I heard.
Like,
yeah, they needed another season.
Last season, you should have just done with the White Walkers, and then next season humans.
The scuttlebutt was that HBO wanted to give them 2 more seasons. They even wanted them to have 10 episodes this season, and they were like, "Nah, it'll be fine." No, they said we can do it in 6. We don't need 10 episodes.
I'm like, yo, HBO are gonna be pissed. Like, we'll pay you, we'll pay you and actors.
Seriously, they're like, we will give you money.
They did.
Whatever you need to tell this story, we'll give it to you. And they were like, nah, we only need 3 episodes.
Nah.
We got this. Nah.
Didn't you see last season? We unlocked fast travel. We got this.
Yeah, I felt like I was playing The Witcher 3. Wait,
we can tell this story in 6 episodes now that we have fast travel unlocked.
It's the transmission.
Man. Nope. D&D.
Oh man.
Why would they say that now? That's so bad. It's so bad.
Because it doesn't matter now. They're not doing anything.
We signed a change.org petition. Had like 4 million signatures on it.
You can change all you want, it ain't happening.
They're not even doing the prequel they were supposed to do, and they're not doing Star Wars. So yeah, now it doesn't matter what they say. They can just say
I
whatever.
guess that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I would have dodged that bullet too. That's why they
Netflix.
ducked and dodged their way out of Comic-Con. They were like, "Yeah, we're not going to Comic-Con."
Oh yeah, they would have been. They would have been destroyed if they messed up Star
They saw the
Wars.
Reddit post about how people were bringing tar and feathers to the panel, and they were like, "You know what? I think we're gonna sit this one out, guys."
We're gonna not go to that one.
I think we're gonna Because you know why? Because forever and until the day he croaks, he will be on video saying, "Oh well, Danny kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet." And what?
Yeah,
Danny kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet. So and
she has generals.
She wasn't.
Lieutenants.
She also was not 500 feet in the air and could not see behind rocks.
Where she could have spotted
the
Iron Fleet.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but see, okay, look, we can't do this. We can't do this. This is crazy. I can't believe this. But what do you think this House of Dragon? Do you think this has potential? Are we burned? Are we still kind of raw here, or do we have faith in this to tell a nice another interesting tale in this fantasy universe?
I think it could be good. I mean, it could be good.
I saw the poster.
Right.
I have a wait and see approach.
Yeah, me too.
Because like they have dragons living with them, so like is HBO gonna spend all that money on special effects for dragons in every episode?
Yeah. I mean,
that's the whole point.
I will say that it's not like they weren't talented. Okay, it's not like they didn't make the show what it was. Like, you can't poop on them entirely. They did make the show what it was at the end of the day. But someone very infamous once said, people tend to not remember how your show began. as much as they remember how it ends. You know, so you really got to stick the
Yep.
landing.
100%.
And they unfortunately did not do that. Doesn't mean they're not talented people, but they did also willfully blow up the most popular show on television. And unfortunately, they will be known for that forever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they
now
failed so bad.
And now House of the Dragon now has so much heavy lifting to do. Like a president after Trump. It's gonna have so much to do that it's gonna have to be better.
Double duty,
It's gonna have to be better than it ever would have been, just to compensate for the sour taste of Bronn saying that he let all those people die and let all that bad stuff happen because he knew he was gonna get the Iron Throne. You know what? Yeah, he was like, remember? He was like, why do you think I came all this way?
Oh, Bran.
Oh, that's why. Oh,
Bran
that's
the
why
broker.
Theon died.
Yeah.
He came in
What
clutch.
about?
Theon died. He redeemed himself. And he died for you. He had no genitals.
Thanks. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I don't know. Basically, he was the most useless character ever.
It's crazy because he could have been the most useful.
What was the?
But they were afraid of Worgen
Yeah,
and writing
he
it
could
into the
have been.
show. There were so
I know,
many problems
cowards.
that could have been solved by Worgen.
Worgen would have been so cool.
That's what I thought John was gonna do.
Yeah.
I know.
They all
Because
were.
during the
Yeah, I mean that.
remember when he came back to life and we saw a
Yeah,
ghost like walking around his body?
Yeah.
That was my immediate thought. I was like, oh, he's gonna warg into Ghost.
Yeah.
This makes sense. No, he didn't do that. I mean, heck, I thought he was gonna warg into the dragon. I mean, during the long night, like Viserion was staring him down and he was like screaming at it. I don't think he unlocked shout. Like he was screaming at the dragon. I don't think that's how you kill a dragon.
No, you don't.
But yes. Hey.
Yeah, he kind of gave up.
We have this story. We got the House of Dragons. And the future could not be more bright. In a dark room with no lights.
Yeah.
And the electric bill is a week overdue. But yeah, optimism.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely gonna guaranteed audience, so it's gonna get the budget it needs for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be on HBO Max, right?
Man, that
Yeah.
reminds me. That's so sad. Yeah, that reminds me.
Okay.
R.I.P. to John Witherspoon. You will always be Pops in my heart. Let's spray our Lysol in our bathrooms.
Oh yeah.
In reverence, collectively. Also, I just found out there was going. The Boondocks was actually going to be revived on HBO Max. They were already underway with doing
Yeah, I heard.
the fifth season. They had a 24 episode order and a release date of fall 2020.
Wow.
Oh, that's even sadder.
Boondocks on HBO.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea whether or not he recorded his lines or not, but you know, rip. He was awesome. The Boondocks was awesome, and honestly, we needed the Boondocks like 4 years ago. Okay, I can't believe this entire political tenure went by without a Boondocks, because the episodes would have been some.
I
That would have been
know.
the spiciest season. Woo. I mean, come on, people. Ed Wunsler is already, you know, a Trump analog, but they would have done some really funny things with his character, I can imagine. What he is.
Yeah,
His son
true.
is like, what is it? His son is.
Alrighty.
I agree.
Charlie Murphy's character was George Bush. No, Samuel L. Jackson's character was like George Bush. Anywho, we're getting into this media talk. Okay, we can save this for the next one. People. Thank
Yes,
you for
indeed.
tonight's adventure. Thanks for being haunted. Thanks for doing the thing, sir. If you would like to get more leveling on, let me know what's up. We can do that. We can do that.
Okay, definitely.
Like the Haunted Forest tonight, hon? Enjoyed that?
Mhm.
Let's you and I
Yeah,
try
that was
that
cool.
again before the weekend. See if we can get more branches out of it. Maybe Friday if you're down. Get more branches out. Listen, I need a
Perhaps.
sparrow that looks like a broom, okay? You missed the micro mini. We are not missing the broom sparrow. I want to play the Harry Potter theme while we fly through the Scarlet Keep. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay.
You're getting a broom. All right? With that having been said, the expert playlist is over. Stay spooky, my friends. Hit him with the outro, dear. Hit him.
Definitely check us out on Instagram and Twitter
It's a vibe.
and Facebook
We
and the
post things.
YouTubes. Also on InfernalPenguins.com.
.com, coming soon, .net, .org,
Yep.
.edu, .ca, .nz, .jp, and .c. Wait, no, it's not coming out in China.
None of that.
Because there's no free speech there. Disregard.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Are you over here? Are you
Okay.
over here? Are you over here? All right, everyone.
Oh, I'm in the
Okay.
pod
yeah.
menu.
That is tree. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Stay spooky, stay safe out there, and we will see you on the next one. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I wish I could
Good
do
night.
more, but I am working now.
Listen.
after all.
Man, with your chrome dome,
When I haven't
standing over here looking like Peter Mensa. What is this, Madness? Is it Sparta? Which one is it? Look at him over here looking like the concierge from John Wick. Yeah. All right, Zavala before he became an Awoken.
Yes.
I'm
I'm his
he really
nephew.
is, though. Look at him. With your purple robes. All right, peeps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for playing the thing. Y'all are the best. You're the best, you're the best. That was a lot of fun. Sir, if you would like to grind either in the morrow or the Friday, let me know. I'm going to be on a little bit for great justice because I got to haunt this forest.
Okay. Okay.
All
I'll
right.
let you know.
Miss, I will speak to you in the morning. You have a great rest. And I will speak to you about those spooky,
you.
scary skeletons and how they shiver down your
making
spine.
a purchase,
Memes.
or are you
Because
just
memes.
here to chat?
Later, my fellow guardians.
Alrighty.
Have a
Good night.
Good night.
Well,
Underway.
Good heavens. Man, I tell you. I mean, I don't tell you personally, but boy, I tell you. No, I don't have to tell you nothing. They always leave. It's all good, though. We are 94% to this masterwork. I'm not going to bed until I finish this masterwork. However, I got to commit to this this closing splash screen, so unfortunately, you're along for the ride whether you want to be or not, you heathens. I'm carrying this entire team. Carrying them. Put the team on my back, dude. No, they're wonderful people. They are wonderful. Did you see them today? They were in rare, great form. I gotta tell you, great teammates, consummate friends and spouses, as it were. Great sense of humor, great energy. It will be a dark day indeed, should we not assert the fame we so rightly deserve. I mean, I think we deserve it. Got a good rapport here. I like them. They're nice people. Wonderful, wonderful people they are. Gotta tell you. Could not be more proud of them as human beings and co-op partners. I'm missing a warlock. Wow. Well, yeah, that was a pretty solid episode. I have no idea what's gonna go down on the subsequent episodes. I could have sworn I saw that broom for Bright Dust. And then I think it was like 1700 Bright Dust, if I remember. Well, the first time I signed on, I saw it in the Eververse, and then I don't see it anymore. So either it's a glitch or Bungie let that one loose a little too early. Not that it really matters to me, because I infamously bought that huddle emote for like 4200 Bright Dust. That was it. That was all the Bright Dust I had. It's over. No more Bright Dust for you. Improved fusion grenades. What does that mean? Fusion grenades now explode on impact and gain increased throw speed. Yeah, see you in mayhem with that. And Ursa Furiosa, no one cares. Buffs melee range. Being surrounded buffs damage. You know, I will say that if I did not have anything else to do with my subclass, I would probably buy that. But that sounds like the absolute worst investment imaginable. I will get the Ursa Furiosa, though. That actually works really well with Code of the Defender. A little bit better than I would say the Helm of Saint 42. Mostly because it's not clown shoes. Excuse me. Alright, so as far as exotics go, oh, it's Izanagi's Burden. Nice. Wish Ender, the gun I'm never gonna get. The Chaperone, the gun I keep trying to get. As far as energy weapons go, oh, the Wave Splitter, the exclusive gun. Oh, the Lord of Wolves, the gun that refuses to drop. Oh, the Tarabah. I don't do raids. Do I have all the heavies? Raid gun. Endgame gun. Raid gun. What is the Xenophage? Fires high-powered explosive ammunition. What? It's actually pretty cool. Anyway, hope you're enjoying this end credit sequence. You will find that with an active enough brain, you can be your own entertainment. I don't think there's anything worth powering up or that needs powering up, unfortunately. After the Fighting Lion gets buffed through the roof, I don't think I have another secondary to work on. So it'll just be primaries. I know the next exotic weapon that I have to mess around with is Sweet Business. But other than that, I think that's all the catalysts I have. My activities are drying up. Well, the Rat King has a catalyst, but you need to be near other Rat King users to get it, which is the silliest effing thing I've ever heard. Actually, doesn't Suros have a... Found by victory most glorious. Yeah, I gotta play competitive Crucible to get that. I think Suros has a masterwork, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Found by earning victory in the Crucible. Great. More Crucible. Alright, I guess there's some things left to mess around with. I'm surprised that Thorn didn't get a masterwork, or the last word. You think Thorn would have a masterwork? Like, what would you do? I would say the Thorn's masterwork should make it more like the like its properties in the first game. How about Remnants? Perfect. How about Remnants fly over to you no matter the distance? Right? And the damage buff on lingering damage stacks 1 point higher. There you go. You've officially broken the weapon.
All done.
Okay,
Want to take a look, Guardian? Eververse has a lot to offer.
Ready?
I think it's
Eververse
time
is at your
to
service.
maybe knock out a menagerie, and then probably hit the sack. What in the... Indeed. I mean, I personally think it's a little bit mortifying to make light of death, but that looks really cool for the fighting one. But, I mean, it's a cute emote. That's nice. The Pride Glass. It's very nice. The Colonel Mask. They're actually charging money for that. So basically every mask I earned last year, they're charging money for it. Yeah, these are all emotes from last year. The Necro Beast. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Is that bad juju? No way. Oh, it's a sparrow. I was gonna say, what the hell? I gotta say, you know, there's a lot of Bone Boogie. That's cute. There are a lot of really worthwhile skins and cosmetics. I mean, they look really nice, and to be frank, they look really high quality. I can't really complain about that. You know, the only problem is they all cost money. I don't want to spend money on this. Although clearly I'm gonna have to buy that broomstick.
Thank you for shopping at
because
Eververse.
I bought the micro mini. I don't care. Yeah, I bought it.
Step on
I
up.
bought it. Say something. It needed to be bought. I think there's a clan in there with my name on it. I bought it because if I had not bought it, I would have been hit with such an overwhelming amount of FOMO that my poor little brain would not have been able to handle it. I'm self-aware enough to say that. I'm self-aware enough to say that I know I would absolutely be utterly devastated by FOMO if I'd let that sparrow get away from me. Well worth the $7 it cost. $7 sparrow. But I look ridiculous driving it, and anything that undercuts this game's reluctance to not take itself seriously, hey,
What do you
I'm
need?
all for it. You know, I think that's the moment Destiny got better. When the game stopped taking itself so seriously. Nightshade.
So you Guardians are all about symbols, right?
I am so baffled.
Warlocks, Titans, Dead Orbit,
They keep
Iron
giving me
Banner.
They keep giving me primaries.
Catch you later.
Take it. It's a deal.
I don't know what to do with them except vault them. We're at the point where everything's 950, guys. What do you want me to do?
Stare down your fear.
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
You can do it again.
I don't know. I put it in the last word. I haven't used the last word in effing forever.
Come here.
It's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, put it in the last word. Sure. I need one more Banshee bounty.
How much is that?
Fantastic. Lord Shaxx is sleeping on us, and the Drifter can eat a bleep. Okay, so Terror's Haunted Forest in one run clear 9 branches. Damn, that's my life right there.
Is that what you sell to the Guardians?
2 for the price of 1.
Ambitious Assassin and Zen moment. It's not a bad roll. There have been worse rolls. So what happens? So what happens when I hit level 100? Cause with 40 days left in the season, I'm 11. With 40 days left in the season, I'm 11 levels away from capping. Shit. Grants a chance to receive an additional season pass legendary machine gun drop from completing strikes. That's really nice. Give you a second shot at I like that. Gives you a second shot at getting some of these funky weapons. I wish that since my baseline increased, my armor drops would be more powerful, but it looks like everything is capped at 950. Including these machine guns. That's why I don't pick anything up anymore. It's just like, oh, I don't care. Permit the frog here. I just... Alright. With a reluctant pep in his step, he sets back out into the world. I'm gonna have to just start giving these weapons to the other 2 characters because we're reaching that critical point where everything I'm putting in the vault is... You know... I do like me some Vigilance Wing when I'm feeling extra vigilant. I was thinking about getting Sturm and Drang for this character, but I'm not doing anything with them. Like, I don't have anything to do with them. And no utilitarian purpose that justifies me taking up 2 spots in my inventory for 1 weapon's buff. The loaded question, however, could use a bit of a bump. because that's a pretty fantastic fusion rifle. I miss Jotun. If you want honesty from me, I miss Jotun.
Okay.
That's my gun. It's my boo. Okay? It's like my favorite weapon. By the way, Death Stranding, anyone? I mean, let's just be serious here, okay? That game has no genre. It's fucking Death Stranding. What genre is Death Stranding? It's the Death Stranding genre. I watched the live gameplay footage of that and was more, again, in true Kojima fashion, was more confused walking out than I was going in. Going into the preview video, I thought I knew what it would be. I was fairly confident. After it ended, I had to confront that, I know nothing. And Kojima... at the end of the day, man, Kojima's gonna Kojima. I don't even know how else to put it.
Could possibly be that simple. Good at
Kojirmer's gonna Kojirmer. You know? You know what? I'm gonna do this game one better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this weapon. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna leave this weapon on my Warlock and just pull a new Jotun from the collections because it doesn't matter. It doesn't have a kill count anyway. Or, how about I pull out the Telesto? Start using a real man's fusion. No, I don't know about that. Does the hard light have a catalyst? It does. Alright, we're taking the hard light. Fuck it. I've always wanted a weapon that can change elements on the fly. Not enough space. I hate video games. Okay, so store that. And, I'm carrying too many things. I mean, I want to run around with a sniper rifle like the next person, but if I do that, it'd have to be a primary. I don't want to give up the Tatara Gaze. Do you see this roll? It's got Shield Disorient and Dragonfly on it. It's not by any stretch of the imagination a god roll, but it's a good roll. Alright, so I'm gonna pull the hard light. Yeah, I was thinking Vigilance Wing or something else, but everything else is masterworked. The things that aren't masterworked are overpowered. And the things that aren't masterworked or overpowered are weapons that I am long tired of at this point. Like the freaking Graviton Lance. I wouldn't pick the Graviton Lance over a fucking hole in the head. I'd literally just be picking it just to pick it. But the hard light is something I haven't used in a while, and I think it's got a pretty fun perk when it wants to. Same thing with the Last Word. The Last Word is a great gun. A lot better for PvP than I thought it would be. Yeah, why not? It's the hard light. Fine. Fuck it. As long as we're reusing these assets, and because I don't have Lord of Wolves, because that's exactly what would go in this slot, is Lord of fucking Wolves. You know, all that. So, newest? Yeah, no, not that. Not that. Not the Misfit. It's got quick draw, moving target, and freehand grip. This has slideways and outlaw. What does slideways do? Load the magazine when you slide over it? Huh. Okay, I guess we will get rid of the Misfit. I like the Cerberus +1. That's such a fun gun. It really is. It's such a superb weapon. I do like it a lot. No, I think we'll just use Eris's patchwork sniper rifle if I need to snipe something. What does it have? Oh. Outlaw and box breathing? What's box breathing? actually. Hmm. I don't know, it sounds like a legendary Darcy. I don't know, man. I was a big fan of the Tatara gaze. I like that weapon a lot. Look, man, I ain't about this life, okay? Bad reputation, you're gone. Alright. I'm so confused. Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Alright, so we're gonna make this 950 and equip it and run around with it. And that's how we're gonna play the rest of this stream by ear.
What do you think this machine does?
Void, void. Not void, but close enough.
Because they scraped together that fleet.
I mean, is there a better primary sniper rifle that I can use? Snapshot sights and rampage isn't a bad role for a sniper.
It's all going into the wrong bin.
I can jive with snapshot sights and rampage as a role. What about the show of force, XF, drop mag, rapid hit, and moving target? Again, that's another inexplicable role. There's no synergy in this role. I don't like it. I guess I could use outlaw and box breathing, but how much range you got on here? Alright, anywho. Had a brain fart there for a second. Gotta get over it. Alright. So, secondary weapons are pretty, honestly, they're pretty solid. There's nothing... What the hell? There isn't really anything I can do to my inventory that hasn't already been done 10 times over. Especially when it comes to the core arsenal of it all. I mean, I could bring the Arbalest if I wanted to, I guess. Yes, I could bring the Arbalest. Predicated on the notion that I'm using something less useful than the Arbalest, and I don't think that's the case for a lot of these weapons.
I don't want to be the one who tells the executor about this.
RPGing is hard. Let no one tell you any different. Maybe I just need something interesting, like the Drifter's shotgun or something. You know, I'll take the perfect paradox and bump that to 950. Ah! That'd actually be amazing. But no. Alright. I mean, I can't just leave the slot open. I don't have to take a weapon with me. I just want to take a weapon with me. Look, I'm taking the Cerberus plus one. Looks naked up there. Can't not take it. I like it. The Tatarage stays. It's the best sniper rifle in the 7 seas. So yeah, Fighting Lion. Alright. Let's get out of here and do a strike. After I've just dragged what's left of my audience through the most painful decision process ever made. You will find many of these decisions are not as easy as they look, okay? Complete heroic public events while wearing a mask. I know you heard me ask why I wear the mask. It's the same. Answer's the same. It's because I'm Bane. Candy. Activities outside of the forest. Precision final blows. Arc damage. And public events. Priorities.
It's just wonderful to be back.
I may need a schematic to read the schematic. Most unusual symbology here.
Yeah, I'll do a strike. I'll do a strike. Run out there with a... Wait. Didn't I just put away my only shot? Fuck! This is a shining example of do what I say, not what I do mentality. Submachine gun, pistol, fusion rifle, auto rifle, sniper rifle, hand cannon, auto rifle, bow. The diversity, the selection is a little bit much for me. Because now I'm about to just throw a shotgun into the mix. And then comes the question, you think you got every weapon type there covered, boss? And, you know, beat. And then he turns around and says, yes. And that's the beginning of the movie. Alright, so we're gonna assert our destiny with an inventory that is literally packed to the gills. Please give us more storage space. Love and family. 963 these days. Did it all but a chicken mask.
Still not working. This place would starve.
Alright, I hope you didn't mind that 10 to 20 minute ramble. Thank you again for watching our humble show. May the force be with you. May George R.R. Martin actually finish his books. We're gonna see you in the next one, yo. Alright, my peeps. Everyone have a great night. Have a great sleep. Have a great rest. And as always, now, and even a few days from now, have a good night. I'll figure out what to do here. Somehow.